Yes, let's go. From Boerne ISD Stadium, it's Texas high school football. Tonight, the Boerne champion Chargers host the Longhorns from Laredo United. Good evening. Very glad you're with us. I'm Paul Alexander, along with my friend and partner, Kerry Barboza. And Kerry, this is a matchup between two teams whose seasons are off to vastly different starts.
Yeah, you got a very good United Longhorn team who's 0-3, but Coach Kaiser says don't be fooled by their record. They've lost to Harlan, San Antonio Harlan, Harlingen, and Pflugerville, so three very good teams. Chargers are off to 3-0 start, but you know the Longhorns would love to get their first win tonight, and I think it's going to be a great matchup.
Well, the Chargers do have some concerns. They'd already been without starting running back Alex Rodriguez for a couple of weeks with a knee strain. Then last Friday at Laredo United South, champion star quarterback Carson Kaiser went down with a shoulder injury that will keep him out for at least another week. They thought it was going to be longer, so that's good news. But anyway, sophomore Jordan Ballin gets the start at QB for the Chargers tonight. But, Kerry, that's okay because he's a good-looking player.
Yeah, he's only a sophomore, but the thing about Ballin is he's a competitor. And the thing about Jordan is he, as a freshman, was on the varsity baseball team. So he's played with older guys even last year, and he was the MVP of the baseball team. So that tells you something about him. He's a gamer. He's a clutch guy. And he's had some mop-up duty in a couple of the games, but he's been in the game, special teams. But now this is his first start, and I just think he's going to be fine. I think he's excited. I don't think the moment's going to be too big for him. So there you go.
Well, absolutely. As for the Longhorns, don't be fooled by their 0-3 record. They have some weapons. They have an excellent quarterback in Armani Saenz, and he's got three dynamite receivers, Christian Saldana, Luis Leal, and Gage Lozano. And so we've got kind of a change in fashion tonight for the Chargers, Kerry. Instead of their usual Charger blue, they're going with that silver gray look, and it's a good one.
Yeah, they've got a couple different uniform combinations that they do, 2 or 3 different ones, and so they're happy. I don't think they care what they wear as long as they win. But this is a Laredo United team that's going to throw probably, Coach Kaiser says, probably about 70% of the time. So they're expecting that. They prepared for that. We talked about their game plan with Jordan. How you going to bring him out as a sophomore? And you asked him, and he said that they've changed quite a bit of what they do. But I guess the main thing is just to move the ball and try to score points.
Our officiating crew tonight, led by the referee Gerald Green. Darrell Boyd is our umpire tonight. The head linesman is Robert Biley. Jared Higdon is the line judge. Our back judge, Michael Pix. Side judge Brett Ullman, and Danny Villalobos is the field judge. And we're just about ready to go. And the Chargers will kick the ball off to start the ball game. Longhorns in their orange headgear and pants, gleaming white jerseys with the easy-to-see orange numerals. And that's what I care about, Kerry.
Yeah.
Liking that.
I had a friend back in the day, I was telling you about it. He went to Laredo United, and he was a Longhorn.
Well, Will Wallace just about set to kick it off for the Boerne champion Chargers. Going into this game with a record of 3-0, they'll have one more non-district game before starting district play, and they are the preseason pick to win their district. Wallace gets the whistle, advances on the ball, and we are playing the great game. It's a relatively short kick on the near side, taken there, and the receiver steps out of bounds. That was Juan Andrade on that very, very short return, and we'll get our first look at a Longhorn offense that is averaging just over 18 points a game. Their problem has been running the football, Kerry. They're only averaging 38 rushing yards per game.
Yeah, they do focus on the pass game, and that's an area they want to get going, get that rushing game a little bit more prominent in their offense.
The quarterback, the senior Armani Saenz, completing 57% of his passes, rather.
Look out.
And on first down, the Longhorns with a good gain as they blasted across the 40 out to the 43. Nice carry by the senior running back, Steve Loring.
And they're in a hurry, and that was a good run. Good play call. First play goes about 15.
Four-man defense up front for the Chargers. Big hole off left guard. And they have gotten consecutive first downs on 2 running plays. And we were just talking about the fact that they have not run the ball well, but they're off to a smoking start now. And they are in Charger territory at the 47-yard line from the pistol. Again, the give is to Loring. This time he stumbles right at the line of scrimmage. And it's officially no gain. It'll be 2nd and 10.
Yeah, if he kept his feet, he would have had probably a little something. I don't know, he'd have gotten a first down, but it looks like the Longhorns saw something on film that they're trying to take advantage of. Well,
they're really pushing the pace quickly to the line of scrimmage, and on 2nd down, it's an incomplete pass. It was intended for the outstanding receiver, Luis Leal, who is averaging 128 receiving yards per game. That is big time. And you see the Longhorns looking to the far sideline to get the play. From the pistol, 4-man rush. Signs throws near side, overthrows his intended receiver, Leal, and that was outstanding coverage applied by Aiden Pickett.
Yep, just one-on-one coverage. And might be 4-down territory, but looks like they're going to bring out the punting team. But that was a pretty good recovery by the Charger defense after they got gashed for two first downs on consecutive plays. They kind of held their ground right after that point.
Longhorn offense had reason to feel good about themselves as well, is because they are now running the ball, something they have not been able to do in their first 3 games. Punter standing back at the 39-yard line. That's Jalen Morris. He gets it away. It's an end-over-end punt, and it's difficult to field. It'll go into the end zone on its own momentum, so that will be a touchback. And we'll get our first look of the night at the very potent Bernie champion Charger offense, led by Jordan Ballin. And again, he's filling in for the injured senior Carson Kaiser. Ballin's a sophomore. Now, he doesn't have the arm strength that Kaiser does carry, but on the other hand, he has excellent touch and anticipation, and he's very accurate.
Yeah, and he's a gamer, and I don't think he's going to be that wide-eyed sophomore quarterback making his first start. I don't think he's going to play like that.
After the touchback, we start from the 20. Throw near side, easy pitch and catch. Ryan Brandon on the reception. And the first throw of the night for Ballin was impressive. That came out of there in a hurry, Kerry.
Yeah, and that's the way to get him going. Just get those nerves, make the nice throw, and get everything settled down.
Gain of 9, 2nd and 1. Running play off left guard. Going to be close to first down yardage, and he probably has it. That was Cole Ria on the carry for the Chargers. And that'll move the chains out to the 31-yard line. We're just underway. 10-28 and running here in this scoreless first quarter. Ballin looks near side. Again, hook route complete across the 40 to the 42. And this time that's Davis Pike. Actually, it's Kalen Brown on the reception. And that's going to gain another first down out at the 41-yard line. Remember, this drive started at the 20 following the touchback off the punt. Ballin under pressure. Now steps right up the seam in the middle, has worthwhile yardage, and then some very close to midfield. Looks like he's going to be about a yard shy of the first down, but that was excellent field awareness, Kerry, and he did not hesitate.
Yeah, and that's one thing. If the pocket's going to collapse, he stepped up, made the right call right there, and he got 9 on that scramble.
2nd and a long one. And on the carry is Cole Ria. And it's a fairly modest game, but it may clear for the first down depending on the spot. And, yeah, they move the chains.
Yeah, they needed 1. They got 2. And timing was a little off. You could see on that exchange. But, you know, Rija's used to playing with Carson, but now he'll get used to Brad Ballin as the game goes on, I believe.
That first down moves the ball into Longhorn territory at the 49-yard line. Ballin throws far side this time. It is complete. Going to be a gain of about 5, and that's Cannon Brooks on the reception. And so far, you have to be impressed with what we're seeing from Ballin because he knows exactly where he wants to go with it.
Yep, he's 3 for 3, and they've just thrown out routes. So let's see if he tries to throw across the middle or deep.
Trips to the near side. Ballin rolls that direction. He's under pressure. Now turns it up, throws it. And it's incomplete. There was a defender standing in the passing lane. They're lucky they got away with that. And they're unable to keep the ball complete on the field as it carries the intended receiver out of bounds. And we're going to have a 3rd and almost 8
Yeah, and that
coming
time,
up here for the Chargers, yeah.
That time Jordan rolls out of the pocket. Looks like he wants to tuck and run, but there was a defender there, so he decides to throw and just not able to. Very lucky that ball didn't get intercepted. He was tipped by one of the Longhorn players.
From the Longhorn 47, 3rd and 7, motion across the formation. Ballin wants to throw. They set the screen to the far side. This is nice, but that is excellent pursuit by the Longhorn defense because they look to have something there on that screen completion to Cole Reha, but nice pursuit by Laredo United.
Yeah, it looked like Andy Torres read that well. Like you said, it looked like there was going to be a lot of room. It's going to be an easy conversion, but Torres with a nice recovery stops them short gain.
4th and 5, offense stays on the field. Remember, the drive started back at the Charger 20-yard line following a touchback off a punt. Ballin, the quarterback, from the pistol. Running play. They were trying to surprise the Longhorns on what would normally be a passing down, and they weren't buying it, so the Longhorn defense stiffens, and what had looked like a promising Charger drive ends up with 0 points.
Two teams, or each team having one drive each, both of them resulting one in a punt for Laredo United, and then this one lost it down, so each team's had the ball once.
All right, the Longhorns did have some success running the ball on their first possession. Let's see what their strategy is this time as they start from their 44-yard line, and it is a running play on first down, and this time the interior of the Charger defense stiffens. Gain of about 2. It'll be 2nd and 8, clock moving with 7:50 remaining here in the opening period. Signs the quarterback with trips, 3 receivers to the near side. Zone read fake, pop pass over the middle, complete, first down. That was a really well executed play. Nice job there by Juan Andrade as he makes the reception and moves the chains with the ball now in Charger territory at the 44-yard line.
Good play call that time. They just run the ball, and so they do a play action, draws the defense in, and throws over the top of them.
Longhorns really moving quickly. They're really pushing the pace. Hitch pass, complete near side, but as a matter of fact, that is a completed forward pass, but they're going to lose about 1.5 yards back to the 46-yard line.
Yeah, and the Greyhounds brought a pressure from the outside. They put a pretty good lick on the quarterback, Science, and he ended up on the ground. And that's what you want to do if you're the Chargers, is don't let him set his feet and get comfortable back there. You got to let him know the pressure's going to be coming all night.
Once again, the cornerback, Aiden Pickett, nice job coming up quickly for the Bernie champion Chargers. 2nd and 12 from the 46. Screen pass, near side, it's complete. Ball carrier receiver runs through one tackle, but finally they're able to get Steve Loring on the ground, and he only got back the 1.5 yards they lost on the previous play, so they're going to be faced with another 3rd and long, 3rd and right at 10 yards from the champion 44-yard line, now with 6:17 remaining in quarter number 1.
Well, they ran a screen play, but they run it to the short side of the field, so there's not a lot of real estate. You have the sideline there, which is almost like having another defender there. And Jacob Gresham gets there and makes the first hit, and then his teammates come finish it off.
3rd and 10. They motion to trips on the far side. 4-man rush for champion. Signs under pressure. Floats to his left. Now throws. Great pitch and catch. That is a nice job on the reception by Christian Saldana, and what a throw by Signs as he's right-handed quarterback rolling to his left, and he put that between 2 defenders.
Yeah, I was going to say he was double covered. The receiver was Saldana. That was a great catch and great throw, like you said.
First down at the champion 31. Running play again, Steve Loring, and this time he initiates the contact, and that's a pretty good gain of almost 5 yards on first down.
And you're seeing a pretty good mix of run-pass by the Longhorns right now in opening quarter.
3 receivers to the far side. Running play again. You know what? That could have been a much bigger gain because the ball carrier Loring was just about to kick out of that tackle. As it is, they hold it to only a few yards here. It's going to be 3rd and 1, but they missed an opportunity there because for a moment it looked like he might just walk into the end zone.
Yeah, Brandon Anton kind of overshot the running back that time.
Motion before the snap, could be a free play. They throw it deep on the near side. Now the ball is intercepted, but it's probably going to be a free play because Champion's going to be charged with offsides on this.
Yeah. kind of some movement. They jumped, and that's the standard operation, to just throw it downfield on it when you get an offside. It's basically a free play, like you said. Just try throw it into the end zone so you can score on it.
Good field awareness by the quarterback Signs as he
that's going to give him a first down
deep on the left side. And of course, with the 5-yard penalty on offsides, it gives them a first down. And that's going to move the ball inside the champion 20-yard line all the way down to the 17. From the pistol, Signs quickly floats to the far side, looking downfield, pulls the trigger, and on the far sideline, the ball leads the intended receiver out of bounds. That's incomplete. And that was Gage Lozano, the intended receiver. Boy, the Longhorns have 3 excellent receivers in Christian Saldana, Luz Leal, and Gage Lozano. And he's a big guy, very rangy.
Yep, a lot of weapons, and the Chargers expecting them to use them, throw to those 3 a lot tonight.
This drive started when the Longhorn defense got a stop on 4th down. Laredo United has been impressive. This time, miscommunication between quarterback and receiver, and that ball is just kind of fired into the artificial turf. Incomplete, so it'll be 3rd and 10. On the incompletion, the clock stops with 4:39 remaining in the first quarter.
Yeah, I don't know if Science thought the receiver was going to be closer. He just kind of threw it in a dead spot on that field. He wasn't under pressure, so I don't know if there was just receiver ran a wrong route or something. Not sure.
Frank Soto now in the game at running back for the Longhorns. Signs is protected, looking now under pressure. It kicks out of 1 tackle, throws it into the end zone, has a man, and that is a touchdown. And what a play by Armani Signs as he stayed alive. It looked like he was going to be sacked, and then he threw a strike for the score.
It goes to Saldana, the wide receiver. We just talked about him, and that was a great job avoiding the tackle. Like you said, it looked like he's going to be sacked.
That's Saldana's 4th touchdown reception of the season. So the Longhorns lead at 6-0. They're going to try to convert that into 7.
Boy, and how Science got out of that tackle.
Rogelio Balzado is on to try the PAT. So maybe a little bit of a surprise here as the Longhorns strike first. They've done some good things. Ball's down cleanly, on its way. And it's good. So with 4:30 remaining in the first quarter, our score, Laredo United 7, Bernie Champion 0. Back in just a moment. Thank you for listening and watching here on the Charger Sports Network. It's a big 4th down stop. They take control of the ball and they take it in and cash it in for the first touchdown of the night. PAT is good. And the Longhorns, who come into this game winless at 0-3, nevertheless have a 7-0 lead over the 3-0 Bernie Champion Chargers. Here's the kickoff. High, end over end, taken at the 15-yard line, returned on the near side, now back toward the middle. And on the return, that's Davis Pike, and a pretty good job of coverage by the Longhorn defense. And you can see that they're getting a little rhythm, Kerry, on both sides of the ball. You wouldn't know they were an 0-3 team.
Yeah, and that drive, that was an impressive drive. 10 plays, 56 yards, took 3:33 off the clock. And coming in, Coach Kaiser talked about how the Longhorns threw about 70% of the time. And I think Laredo United's had really good balance so far, and I think Chargers weren't expecting that much running early on by the Longhorns.
Well, if they can have that kind of balance in their offense, they can be very dangerous.
Yeah.
So trailing 7-0, we got to look once again at the Charger offense. And on first down, they don't get back to the line of scrimmage. And that was an outstanding job of converging there by the inside linebacker for Laredo United, Tito Margo, a junior. That was some solid contact.
That's going to be a hold, I believe, on the Chargers. But Laredo might decline this. Laredo United might decline this.
Holding call against the Chargers.
And that's exactly what they did, and why not? I mean, you throw them for a loss on first down, you're in great shape. Why give them the down back?
Yep, that's exactly the thinking there. They dropped them for a 2-yard loss, so brings up 2nd and 12 now.
From the 23-yard line. Running play. Ball carrier skips through one tackle, but then is buried by 4 Longhorn defenders.
Andy Torres on the stop for the Longhorns.
Gain of about 3, so after the 2-yard loss on first down, it's now 3rd and 9. And we got a balanced formation with 2 wide receivers to either side. Ballin, the quarterback, out of the pistol formation. Ballin, play fake, has time, looking, now has to pull it down, heading toward the far side, still looking, throws across his body. Ooh. Probably a little bit fortunate that one didn't get picked, but that was outstanding team defense, because not only did they funnel the quarterback where they wanted to put him, they closed that side of the field down. A really impressive set of downs for the Laredo United Longhorn defense.
Yeah, they got Ballin out of the pocket. They flushed him out, and he's having to throw against his body, which is a tough throw. So he decided to throw and almost intercepted, like you said. The defender jumped the route and almost came up with that pick.
Caleb Krause is the punter for Bernie Champion, standing back at his 11-yard line. It's a fake, a gadget play. They try to throw it out of punt formation, and it falls incomplete. And Kerry, one of the things you had told me is that Coach Kaiser will take riverboat gambles like that one. And this time, unfortunately for the Chargers, that would kind of roll snake eyes.
Yep, and they snap it to the up man who makes the throw. And Laredo United, the coaches were kind of jumping, so I think they saw something that might have triggered them to that this was going to be a fake type of punt. So they were ready for it, and really the throw just never really got there by the up man.
Pressure's really on the Charger defense right now, because after that unsuccessful fake punt, Longhorns with great field position, to say the least, at the Champion 26-yard line. Laredo United already leading 7-0. Big blitz coming up the middle. Deep ball, far side, got a man. Ball slightly underthrown. It is incomplete. Excellent job in coverage by Bernie Champion. If they put a little more air under that, Kerry, and maybe got it out a little bit more in front, that could have been a dangerous play. A wonderful job of picking up a full max blitz by the interior of the Longhorn offensive line.
Yep, that's what they're trying to do. Just put pressure on Zines. That was a pretty good throw, just a little short. The defender is able to get a little bit of that ball and knock it down.
After the incompletion, 2nd and 10, 3-man defensive front for the Chargers. Stretch play coming far side. That's Loring on the carry. And he's brought down after a gain of only 2 yards. So it'll be 3rd and 8. And this could be really a pivotal stretch here in this first half, because the Longhorns already with something of a surprise 7-0 lead. They get great field position after they throttle that attempted fake punt. So this is a key play for both sides here.
Yeah.
Home crowd here in Bernie getting fired up.
Let's see if they get enough yards if they go for it on 4th down. Let's see.
Signs has time. Goes to the far side, throws it, got a man wide open. Karam's off his knee. That was intended for Christian Saldana. Not a perfect throw, but we've already seen what a good receiver Saldana is, and I'm sure he thinks he should have come up with that.
Yeah, 4th and 8 now. So what do? That'd be a pretty long field goal. It'd be about a 41-yarder.
I don't think their field goal kicker has this kind of range. So we'll see what kind of 4th and 8 play they can dial up. They send Gage Lozano as the lone receiver to the far side. Chargers showing blitz. It's a big play. Everybody knows it. 4th and 8.
Yep, and they want to talk about it, but Chargers blitzed the last time, and that's why I think that throw came out a little bit early.
Okay, so they'll take the first of their timeouts, and we'll keep it right here for now. Kerry, what has surprised you about this game so far?
I like the balance that Laredo United is showing. Again, talking to Coach Kaiser, he said they're going to throw 70% of the time, and that's part of who their coach is. He was at Holmes High School at Northside, and wherever he's been 70% pass, 70% pass. What do? First 2 plays, they run the ball right up the middle. And so I think Champion's having to do some adjusting because of how balanced Laredo United is. And the thing about being balanced is you're not predictable. The defense doesn't know what to expect. And so right now that to me is the big surprise. And they have a lead and they got a chance to score here. They go up 2 scores. That's going to put a lot of pressure on the sophomore Ballon and on the Chargers in general.
Here we go. 4th and 8. Signs the quarterback. Loring, the running back. Signed with time, stands in the pocket, throws deep far side. That is thrown into the corner of the end zone for a Laredo United Longhorn touchdown. Kerry, that ball was perfectly thrown.
Yep, that was a great catch. Looked like
Gage Lozano.
Yeah, Gage Lozano.
Gage Lozano, his 2nd touchdown reception of the season.
And that was the play from the start. He was just going to run a fly route. And the Chargers had safety help. Safety came over just a tad late, not able to deflect it. And good job by Lozano just holding on to that ball, making that catch.
Wonderful protection by the Longhorn offensive line that gave Signs an opportunity to make that throw. PAT is on its way. That one's good. And the Chargers have some work to do. Maybe they're back on their heels a little bit because right now, 2:32 remaining first quarter, they trail Laredo United 14-0. Back in just a moment. We thank you for listening and watching here on the Charger Sports Network.
I'm Goldberg, and you're watching the Charger Sports Network. Who's next?
Tonight's broadcast on the Charger Sports Network is brought to you by H-E-B, Smoky Moe's Barbecue, Chick-fil-A, Frost Bank, Jet Specialty, Ferris Orthodontics, 1910 Church, Wick Productions, and Dog and Pony Grill.
Been a long trip to Bernie for Laredo United, but so far it's been a very enjoyable trip as they got a 14-0 lead over the 3-0 Bernie champion Chargers. Going to be go time for the Charger offense right now as they've been back on their heels just a little bit. Here's the kickoff. High end over end. Taken on the near side. Returned back to the middle of the field. This is a huge return. He may take this to the house. It's a foot race. They get him out of bounds, but what a great return by Davis Pike, and that is exactly what the Chargers had to have.
Yeah, he's a speed guy, Davis Pike. He's a track guy. Made the state track meet last year as a hurdler, and you saw that speed right there.
Well, as we await the Charger offense moving to the field, quickly recap that scoring drive for the Longhorns.
4 plays, 26 yards, took him 53 seconds. Touchdown Lozano from Science, and made a nice throw and catch in that corner of the end zone.
Punt return all the way down to the Longhorn 20. Ballon throws into the end zone, got a man, got a touchdown. Just throws it up in the air against man coverage, and that was a really, really nice throw and catch, and that did not take too long.
Yeah, Ryan Brandon with the catch, and talk about a quick response right there. One play after the great return by Pike, they go to Ryan Brandon on that. And
Ryan Brandon with his 5th touchdown reception of the season, and just like that, the Chargers, to say they're back in the ball game is an understatement. Here's
quick.
the PAT. And puts it right through there. Will Wallace does. So they cut that Longhorn lead in half. We'll take a break. 2:16 remaining here in the first quarter. Our score, Laredo United 14, Bernie Champion 7. Back in a moment on the Charger Sports Network.
I'm Stan Leach, Bernie ISD Athletic Director, and you're watching the Chargers Sports Network.
Hi, I'm Scott, and I love Chick-fil-A nuggets because the flavor is unparalleled. As soon as you bite into them, you're in a happy place. The seasoning is perfect.
Hey, I'm Giovanni, and a little thing I love about Chick-fil-A nuggets is that they're perfectly breaded. There's just that right amount of crisp. I don't know.
Kerry, you didn't need a calculator or even an abacus to keep track of that scoring drive. That didn't take long.
No, it took them 6 seconds, and they respond 16 seconds after Laredo United goes up 14-0. They got a great return, sets them up at the 20. One play drive took 6 seconds, and really changed the tone, and that gave them some breathing room because I felt like Laredo United had a lot of momentum right there, and Champion got some of it back right there.
Crowd back into it. Here's the kickoff. Going to be taken at about the 20-yard line and fumbled, and the up man does the wise thing and simply falls on the ball and just makes sure that his team has the football as they'll start this drive from their 21-yard line. And special teams plays have been really important here because we saw the unsuccessful fake punt attempt by Bernie Champion, but then we saw that incredible punt return that just changed everything, changed the entire vibe in the stadium.
Yep, it sure did, and it got them right back in the game right there, just down the score. If defense had come up with a couple stops, offense get another crack at it here.
Line of scrimmage, the 21. Chargers show blitz, and they come. Pass over the middle, intercepted! And returned on the far sideline down to about the 10-yard line. We're going to try to spot the number of the man that made that play, but he was exactly standing in the passing lane. And what a turnaround for Bernie Champion over the last 30 seconds of the game.
It looks like Brandon Anton, number 19, with the interception. Throw was in traffic, and Anton just kind of read the route, jumped it, and sets him up on another short field here.
I would say they started that previous drive at the Longhorn 20. Now after the turnover, they'll start this from the Laredo United 12. And look at the difference in body language now with the Charger offense. They can't get out there quickly enough.
Yep, momentum has definitely shifted.
Ballin, the quarterback. Balanced formation, 2 receivers to either side. Ballin comes to the near side, throws it in a safe position, but actually the ball hits the turf and it's incomplete.
And that would have been a short gain anyway, so that's not a bad incompletion. Every scoring drive has been the result of a short field.
Very true.
Laredo United
and we have seen some explosive plays, to say the least. 2nd and 10 now from about the 13-yard line. Ballin will keep the ball himself. Good tough running as he puts his right foot in the ground and cuts it up for a gain of about 3 yards to the 10-yard line. So it's going to be 3rd and about 7.
And that
and
was
the clock running with 1:41 showing in the first.
And that was a designed quarterback run for Ballin. He's going to keep that all the way, yeah.
Ballin looks to the near side to offensive coordinator Travis Chrisman to get the play.
Comfort boy. He graduated, played at Comfort High School. I remember watching him play back in the day.
Ballin throws it, slant over the middle, complete. Going to be very close to first down yardage at the very least. That was a good, tough catch.
Brandon again on the slant.
Ryan Brandon.
It's going to be short though. 4th and 1. What do you do?
Well, you could think the RPO kind of thing, and they do have plays like that in the playbook.
They were calling for Cole Kennedy to go in. who's normally a linebacker. He's out there in the backfield. Let's see what they run.
4th and 1. It's kind of a wildcat play. It comes to the near side. Looks like he may have picked up the first down around the 2-yard line. So some innovation going on there. And a good job of pursuit by the Longhorn defense, but also a little, I don't know if I'm going to call it trickeration, but there was kind of a wildcat look to that. It's the first time we've seen, or at least I've seen that play from the champion offense this year.
Yeah, and they haven't given them the first down yet. They might have to measure it there. That's what they're going to do. But, yeah, that was kind of a trick play. They brought in Cole Kennedy, the linebacker, and he was just blocking. Ballin kind of shifts over, and then Reha slides into that quarterback spot, and it was a wildcat.
I wouldn't want to put any actual American currency on this, Kerry, but I think he got it.
It's going to be close. I agree. I think he got it, but close enough to measure. No. Didn't get it.
Oh, my goodness. So, backed up against the shadow of their own goalpost, the Longhorn defense comes up with a stop. And, boy, that's really a shame for the champion Chargers as they get 0 points off that interception.
Yeah, and that's 2 trick kind of plays. They tried that fake punt, and also right there that little bit of wildcat. Neither has resulted in a first down, but that's how Coach Kaiser plays. He's very aggressive as a coach, doesn't mind taking chances like that.
Time for the Charger defense to step up again as the quarterback signs, and now standing in his end zone as they start this drive from just outside their 2-yard line. Running play on first down. That appears to be Steve Loring, and he picks his way for about 3. And the Longhorns quickly get to the line of scrimmage. Now they're looking for the play on what will probably be the final play of the first quarter, if indeed they even get this one off. Let's see what they decide to do. 5 seconds remaining here in the quarter.
Yeah, they don't have to. I think they're just going to let it go.
That's exactly what's going to happen. So we have had a wild and woolly first quarter. We've played 12 minutes. Our score here in Boerne, the Laredo United Longhorns 14, the Boerne champion Chargers 7. Back in a minute with the second quarter. We thank you for watching and listening here on the Charger Sports Network.
I'm Stan Leach, Boerne ISD Athletic Director, and you're watching the Chargers Sports Network.
Hi, I'm Scott, and I love Chick-fil-A nuggets because the flavor is unparalleled. As soon as you bite into them, you're in a happy place. The seasoning is perfect.
Hey, I'm Giovanni, and a little thing I love about Chick-fil-A nuggets is that they're perfectly breaded. There's just that right amount of crisp. I don't know what they're doing in the kitchen, but it's pure magic.
This game is going into overtime.
Back with quarter number 2 here in Boerne. Moon over Boerne. We got an interesting football game. The 0-3 coming in. Laredo United Longhorns leading the 3-0 Boerne champion Chargers by 7 points at 14-7. On first down, Signs gets another easy completion, and that's a good gain on first down as it's complete to Juan Andrade, and that's going to set up a 2nd and short.
Yeah, and so far they're moving a little bit, but they're getting out from their own end zone basically.
Gain of 8. That's Loring on the carry, and this is a 3rd down carry, and he can't keep his feet. He stumbled. It's going to be pretty close, and this is an important play, obviously.
Yeah, he didn't get it.
He didn't get it, so they're going to have to punt the football away.
Well, maybe. The way it's gone tonight. 4th and 1.
Yeah, I think you have to punt it. I mean, you're in really good shape. You've got a little bit of a surprise lead. You've got your favorite opponent on their heels a little bit. You don't want to give them another short field here. So I think on a percentage basis, that would be the correct decision.
Yeah, especially first half.
Absolutely, absolutely. Jalen Morris is the punter for the Longhorns, standing 1 yard deep in his end zone. Right footer gets it away. Kind of a helicopter kick, going to be taken. A fair catch made, actually in Longhorn territory at the 47-yard line. So a little frustration there a moment ago for the Charger offense. They're the beneficiary of that big interception, and they end up getting no points out of it. But once again, they got pretty good field position as they'll start this drive in Laredo United territory at the 47-yard line.
Yeah, not able to score that last time, but relatively short field starting, like you said, in Longhorns territory. Good job by the Charger defense forcing that punt.
Ballin, the quarterback. And the Chargers will keep it on the ground on first down. Gain of about 3 yards. It'll be 2nd and 7, just underway here in quarter number 2. And Laredo United leading Bernie Champion by 7 at 14-7.
Was Cole Reha had a big game last week.
Valley looks near side. It's complete. Inside the 40 down to about the 38. We'll have to see where they spot it. He may be a couple of inches short of the first down, but still a well-executed play. You know, they're at their best when they just get in this basic pitch and catch rhythm.
Yeah, and we didn't really know what kind of arm strength Jordan has, but he's looked pretty good on his throws.
On third down, Valley looks to the far side, has a completion, and has a first down. Really nice execution. And that's going to move the chains and take it down to about the Longhorns' 32-yard line.
Caleb Krause on that catch. Got about
Caleb
5
Krause,
on
a good-looking sophomore.
Yep, got about 5 on that.
On first down, Ballin with kind of a zone read quarterback draw look as he takes it between the guards, and he doesn't get much, not even a full 2 yards. So it'll be 2nd and a long 8.
And of course, we can see the whole field from up here, but if he goes right, if he busts it out to the right, there was a little bit of space. It would have been a pretty good gainer for him.
"16 seconds showing on the play clock. Ballin, well protected. Now he floats to the far side, still has his eyes downfield, throws it, and let's see if they mark it as a completion. And apparently they are. Apparently they rule that a completed pass, so good job of hanging in there by the receiver, and Ballin did deliver a good ball.
Yeah, and it makes it a very manageable third down here, 3rd and 4. And you might be in 2-down territory anyway, so you don't have to get it all right here.
Excellent point. 2 receivers to either side. Ballin throws far side. Nice hitch route, and it's complete for the first down. And Ballin really feeling a rhythm right now. And I just want to confess this. With the gray uniforms and the bordered numbers, having a little bit of trouble as the sun goes down, immediately seeing these numerals. But suffice to say, they got a good thing going on right now.
Cannon Brooks on that catch that time. I got binoculars, so that helps me.
I'm too old for that to help. Once again, just an out route, completion on the near side, and they're finding something they can do. They're feeling very confident in that short passing game right now.
Ryan Brandon that time with the catch. And, yeah, it's just the five-yard hooks, down and outs, nothing across the middle, nothing really stretching that field. But they're moving the ball, so that's what counts. That time they get 9 on that one.
2nd and less than 1. Muscled up formation for the Chargers. On the ground, first down, going to be 1st and goal. And that was the best rushing takeoff of the night by the Charger offensive line.
Yep, Cole Reha in there, running back. Had 180 yards last week against Laredo United South.
1st and goal. Going to be close to pay dirt. Waiting for the official signal, and there it is. as they take it in. And talking about a good takeoff by the offensive line, that certainly was that. And so now, after trailing 14-0, the Chargers are but a PAT away from tying this game up.
Well, Reha, just a sophomore filling in for Rodriguez, but he's done a great job. And that time he saw the hole on the he went up the middle. He saw the break on the right. He saw that and went in that lane, and it gets in easy.
Will Wallace on for the PAT to tie the game, and he succeeds. So 7:43 remaining before halftime. What was a 2-touchdown lead for the Longhorns is now dead even at 14. Back in a moment on the Charger Sports Network.
I'm Brian Benway, Bernie ISD Director of Communications, and you're watching the Chargers Sports Network. Go Chargers!
We are 1910 Church.
The NTC.
We're on a mission.
A mission that fuels everything we do.
We're about finding and restoring.
Finding things that have been broken, lives that have been broken, and restoring them to the manufacturer's intended design.
We're serious about people.
Because we think people matter.
We're fun.
Energetic.
And crazy about life.
Because we think it's worth living.
And don't worry, we aren't perfect.
Just forgiven and honored to have a second,
So the Charger defense gets a stop. They force a punt, and then the Charger offense carry knew exactly what to do with it.
Yep, they go 47 yards, relatively short field, 9 plays, and took 321. Cole Reha. Last 2 runs, second one goes for a touchdown and moved the ball nicely on some short passes that time.
Kickoff by Wallace, and it's a good one. Carries all the way down to the 6-yard line. Return to the near side. Returner gets the edge a little bit. We do have a flag, and we're going to have a block in the back that's going to negate what really was a pretty nice kickoff return by Gage Lozano.
Yeah, there really was, and he had some room. He got away from the crowd, and he kind of came off to the side, and he had some open space down him. He's only a move or two away from going the whole way, but it's all for naught if it's against the Longhorns.
Waiting the call from the head of this officiating crew, the referee, Gerald Green. And we see the signal, and it is a walk-off against the Longhorns. So that negates what was a pretty solid kickoff return. And Laredo United is going to start this drive deep in their own territory at their own 9-yard line. Just about midway through the second quarter in a tie ball game, Laredo United and Bernie Champion knotted at 14. Sines has gone all the way at quarterback for the Longhorns. That was a quarterback draw. It's a run-pass option, and they throw it to the far side. And a lot of good recognition by the Champion defense. And now we have a late flag that was thrown, I don't know, 30 yards in the air by the field judge.
I signed that guy up, man. He chunked that flag pretty far. Yeah, it was empty backfield that time, and quarterback decides to keep. Then he realizes that there's nothing there. I think it's going to be against Laredo.
Holding called against the Longhorns.
So back them up.
Well, they've been playing a pretty clean game with respect to penalties until the last couple of minutes.
Well, that's a 10-yarder, but they're on the.
Well, so it would be a half the distance kind of thing if
so
they take the penalty.
They're at the 9, so yeah. If they take it, they had no gain, so do you want to – we saw Laredo United decline one.
I think they're going to take the yardage with in the sense that if you can force a punt, now you're really going to have their punter in a bind.
It's going to be 1st and 15 then at the 4.
And following the penalty, clock stopped with 7:27 remaining before halftime here in Bernie.
That was very good defense on both the quarterback trying to run it, and then after he made the throw.
First and almost 15. Signs rolls to the far side, throws incomplete. Excellent job of man coverage by Jacob Caraway.
I think there's another flag, and this one is in the end zone, so let's see.
If that's holding in the end zone, that would be a safety.
Yeah. Personal foul.
Now this one's on Bernie Champion.
Well, that's going to bail them out, and
it really is, because that's going to be an automatic first down.
Yep, and it's going to back them out where their punter's not going to be standing in the end zone if they have to punt.
That's for sure. And right now things looking even rosier for them because they got a first down out at the 20-yard line. Big blitz coming. Running play, and the Longhorns really have every gap filled.
Frank Soto on the carry.
Going to lose yards, actually.
Caution Phillips in on the stop for the Chargers.
Definitely feel a momentum shift in this game.
I guess so. Chargers have come from 2 touchdowns down. This is going to be a free play because the Chargers came with the blitz and they were offside, but that is a beautiful throw and catch. What a great throw. And look at the fade adjustment made by the receiver, Gage Lozano.
Yeah, and that's what we talked about earlier. When you get a team to jump, you just throw it downfield like that. And that time, and that's why you do it exactly right there, because it works sometimes, and it got him to midfield.
You'll seldom see a better pitch and catch combination than that. Wonderful throw by Signs and remarkable adjustment by Lozano. Signs throws deep, far side. Receiver goes over the top of the defender. It's incomplete, but we do have a flag at about the 37-yard line.
Yeah, but midfield, that'd be in the area of something going on in the secondary with either linebackers or defensive backs.
It could also be a hold.
Yeah.
Based on where it was thrown.
It's going to be on Bernie, champion.
But on the other hand, it's going to be a walk-off against the Chargers. And I'm interested to see what this is all about.
I think it was a hold on the defense.
Well, it gives the Longhorns a first down at the Chargers 37 from the pistol.
I think one of the receivers on that play was being held.
Now, this is interesting. They're going to call a false start against the Longhorns because the running back, Frank Soto, out of the pistol moved. He reset, so I wonder if actually the champion Charger defense reacted at all. That's a little bit unusual, but it's still going to be a 5-yard walk-off against the Longhorns. Back to the 42-yard line. Signs, delayed blitz coming from the Chargers. Signs comes to the near side, and he'll have to just throw that one away as he completes it to somebody standing on the champion sideline. Yeah. Good decision there because there was just nothing there.
Yeah, that's the right play right there. Just throw it away. Don't take the sack. He's 20 yards back, almost 15 yards back. So don't take that sack. Just throw it and eat the down and come back to fight another play.
So it'll be 2nd and 15. Clock stopped on the incompletion with 6:33 showing until intermission. Pass is incomplete.
They throw to Andrade that time, incomplete.
Right. So we've got a big third down coming up here in a tie ball game, 14-14.
Yep, you might be, we talked because of field position, this might be 2-down territory for the Longhorns.
Could well be, but let's see what the third down call is. They'll throw it deep, near side. They got a man, he got a touchdown. That is Gage Lozano. What a receiving core this Longhorn team has.
There's a flag though, the flag in midfield. It's going to be a hold on, I believe, on the Longhorns.
Okay, we got a flag on the play, so let's sort it out.
Be a hold on the Longhorns, but that's a good play for the Longhorns. They hit that as they signal the holding.
What appeared to be a touchdown pass is negated, and yeah, the Chargers are going with a lot of inside blitzes right now, and that's putting a lot of pressure on the 2 guards in the center for the Longhorn offensive line, and we have seen some holding penalties here in the last 4 or 5 minutes, and that wipes out the touchdown. And the walk-off is going to move it back into Longhorn territory, all the way back at the 48-yard line.
Well, they've gone to Lozano twice on this drive. The first time on that when they got the Chargers to jump, just on that throw it up kind of a play, 24. That was a 24-yard completion. That time would have been a touchdown. So look for Lozano here. He's been able to get open.
3rd and a mile. Signs steps up, throws far side, got a man wide open, but it's a very loose kind of prevent defense for the Chargers, as the Longhorns needed almost 30 yards on that, and they don't even get half of that back.
Yeah, the Chargers are basically, and like you said, kind of a prevent, keeping everything in front. You'll give them that 5-10 yard completion. Just got to make the tackle. And they do get about 10, but
well, it's still 4th and about 17, 16 or 17.
Yeah, and that was the goal, is just keep everything in front, make them punt.
Longhorns going to punt it away. Jalen Morris standing at his 43-yard line. Good snap. Morris gets a very low kick away, almost a rugby kick, but it's going to be extremely effective, as they're going to kill this all the way down at the 2-yard line. I don't care how that looked. That wound up being a thing of beauty.
There's a flag, though, so let's see. That may kill that nice punt, but Aiden Pickett was the man back. He was trying to decide whether to pick it up, but there were 2 guys breathing down his neck, so he just decided to let it go. If it's against the Chargers, obviously you would decline that and make them start at the 3, but hold.
But it's another hold against the Longhorns.
First down, Georgia.
So it must have been after the punt. Because why wouldn't you make them kick it again?
I think there's some confusion even among the officiating crew right now.
Yeah, because if it's a hold.
Well, here's what's going to happen. They're marking the ball at the 1-yard line. So whatever happened, whatever caused it, it ends up being an extremely.
What it was a hold on the Chargers. So that's why they backed him up a little bit. So that's what it was.
Absolutely. So they need to be very careful right now. Pass play on 1st down. Just a little out route that's been very successful. And on the reception is Ryan Brandon.
So I think what happened is the official got confused. He signaled holding on Laredo. He was holding on the Chargers. That's why they backed it up just half a distance.
And that would be the story there. Ballin throwing from his end zone. Deep ball. Oh my goodness, this is going to be a first play.
See ya.
This wouldn't be a 99-yard, almost 99-yard touchdown reception, would it? The line of scrimmage was inside the 10-yard line. Wow. Ryan Brandon just gets on top of the cornerback, makes the reception. Perfect throw by Ballin. And that ended up being a foot race, and there was no doubt about the results of that one.
Yeah,
so after trailing 14-0, the Chargers have come back to take the lead at 20-14 with the PAT pending.
That one went officially for 95. They were at the 5. What a great throw by Ballin.
Wallace has it on its way, and he's perfect on the night on PAT's 3 for 3. So 21 unanswered points by the Bernie champion Chargers. Back with the kickoff in a moment. We thank you for being with us here on the Chargers Sports Network.
I'm Brian Benway, Bernie ISD Director of Communications, and you're watching the Chargers Sports Network. Go Chargers!
We are 1910 Church.
The NTC.
We're on a mission.
A mission that fuels everything we do.
We're about finding and restoring.
Finding things that have been broken, lives that have been broken, and restoring them to the manufacturer's intended design.
We're serious about people.
Because we think people matter.
We're fun.
Energetic.
And crazy.
Well, goodness, Kerry, that was a 99-yard touchdown drive in 2 plays, was it not?
Yeah, 98, 99 yards. They were spotted, the ball spotted after that holding backed them up somewhere between the 1 and the 2. So, yeah, and they hit 95-yard from Ballin to Brandon. What a great throw. He threw that one deep. That's something we hadn't seen tonight. He really hadn't thrown downfield. He'd been throwing that short stuff. But this one, he goes deep, and he hits Brandon in stride. And what a great quick scoring drive by the Chargers.
And quite a turnaround by the Chargers as well. It's a good kickoff. It's going to carry into the end zone, and that'll be a touchback. So the Longhorns, who had led by 14, now trail by 7. They'll take the ball following the touchback with 5:10 showing before halftime.
And I think that was the thing with having a new quarterback in there who's starting as a sophomore. I think the Chargers just kind of had to settle down, and it took them about a quarter to kind of settle in and get comfortable out there. And once they did, boy, they've been playing great.
Kerry, I've been genuinely impressed with the sophomore quarterback, Jordan Ballin.
Yeah, he's like I said, he was on varsity baseball team. Great player.
From the 25, following the touchback. That's Loring on the carry for the Longhorns. Good gain on first down. Matter of fact, that'll move the change. Gain of 10.
Well, we saw Longhorns, that's how they opened the game. A couple run plays up the middle that were very effective for them.
2 receivers to either side from the pistol. Signs gives it off to Loring, and once again, Loring with something going on the left side. Gain of about 5. So this is a Longhorn offense that had really an almost non-existent running game through the first 3 games of the season, but they've moved the ball on the ground very well tonight.
Yeah, very concentrated effort by Laredo United to get that run game going, and they've been pretty successful, like you said, doing that.
2nd and 5, and we've got a whistle and a flag.
I think the receiver on the end here moved.
Yeah, the receiver is Gage Lozano, who is such a tremendous athlete, and he's a little frustrated with himself right now because for a wide receiver, that really shouldn't happen because all you're doing is looking back toward the ball.
Yeah, and remember, he had that touchdown taken off the board. That would have made it 21-21 if things would have played out that way. But, so, he wants to get that one back.
Really an impressive receiving core.
Oh, yeah.
For these Longhorns. Christian Saldana, Luz Leal, Gage Lozano. And Juan Andrade has played well also. That's Luz Leal right there, who is one of the better athletes in that 6A district there. He's a senior. And I think we mentioned at the top of the broadcast that he goes into this game averaging 128 receiving yards per game, which is just outrageous. That's a gain of 3.
And good job by Jared Wingo on that stop, open field tackle.
Signs under heavy pressure. This is a screen. They may have set up the proper play, and really it's set up well, but even better recognition and pursuit by the Charger defense as they converge very quickly on what looked like a play that was going to go for first down yardage.
Yeah, it looked like a lot of room. Chargers shut it down, and I think they're going to call a timeout because I think it's a punting down, so they want to save some of that clock.
And we'll keep it right here. So an interesting turnaround in this game as the visiting Longhorns jump to a quick 14-0 lead. Chargers get it back together, and they've scored the last 3 touchdowns and lead it by 7 at 21-14.
Yep, and they've Jordan Ballin has been pretty impressive, leading them to 3 scores. We talked about it, starting sophomore, he's had some playing time at quarterback and kind of mop-up duty for the Chargers. The starter goes down, Carson Kaiser, and then Jordan goes in. And like I said, I felt he'd be fine because he was on varsity as a freshman on the baseball team last year, and he was the MVP of the team. That's with juniors and seniors on there, and he was the MVP. So
on 4th down, Jalen Morris into punt for the Longhorns. Remember, his last punt was killed at the Charger 1-yard line. That may have been deflected. Let's see. And I think it was. And at that point, of course, there cannot be any roughing the kicker or anything like that. So good pressure applied there by the Charger defense. And they already lead it by a score, and they'll have a chance to add to that lead with 3:24 remaining here in the second quarter.
That was Connor Holtorf on that number 2 that came in there. Got a piece of it. He did hit the punter. He just kind of brushed him. But like you said, once the ball's tipped, it's allowed, and so that's why there was no flag there. Connor, his mom's she's a softball coach at Champion High School.
Oh, really?
Mm-hmm.
Wow.
And Connor also
Very
a baseball.
athletic family.
Yeah, and Connor also a baseball player for the Chargers.
All right, so following the punt, line of scrimmage, the 21. Ballin, the quarterback, play fake, comes to the near side, trying to turn the corner, now throws it, and throws it out of bounds. It's going to be an incomplete pass. And once again, a good job of cutting down the field by the secondary for the Longhorns as they just kind of flowed that direction and cut off every passing lane.
Yeah, and good job by Ballin there, just throwing that away. He wanted to run it, you could tell, but it just wasn't there. Instead of just running out of bounds, he just makes the right read and throws the ball away.
Clock stopped following the incompletion with 3:17 left. 2nd and 10, completed pass, nice move, first down and much more. May have stepped out of bounds, but what a nice route, first of all, and then an even better move.
Cannon Brooks that time.
That's going to gain a first down.
Well, I tell you, if he stays in bounds, doesn't run out of real estate, man, that could have been a big gainer for him. As it is, it's a first down.
And they'll mark it at the 37-yard line. Down the quarterback against a 4-man rush.
Boom.
Again, quick out route. It's complete, and the receiver gets out of bounds. Although contact was initiated inbounds, but now they stop the clock with 2:58 remaining.
And that was Cannon Brooks again. Took a pretty good pop. You know, when you don't see the hit coming, that's when the ball can get jarred from you, and does a good job holding on. Short gain, but it moves the ball up the field a little bit.
Gain of 3, 2nd and 7. Clock now running with 2:43 left before halftime. Ballin's in big trouble. Retreats, gives up a lot of yardage, and then wisely throws the ball away. That was pretty cool for a sophomore.
Yeah, he's level-headed, and he was being chased. You know, he was running for his life there that time, and he does the right thing. Again, just throws the ball away.
So it'll be 3rd and 7, and we got a timeout on the field.
I think Chargers are calling that. 2:35.
And we'll keep it right here. So, the Chargers going into this game minus a couple of offensive stars. Starting running back Alex Rodriguez, been out a couple of weeks now with a knee strain. Starting quarterback, the strong arm Carson Kaiser, with a shoulder strain last week. Initially, they thought he might be out as long as perhaps a month. But they're hopeful they'll get him back next week. But in the meantime, the guys that have stepped up and stepped in, Jordan Ballin at quarterback and Cole Reha at running back, have largely done a good job for the Bernie champion Chargers.
Well, we were talking to Coach Kaiser before the game, and I asked him, I said, is it hard to balance being the coach? How do you balance that with being dad? And he said, it's hard. It's hard. He said, I get on him about rehabbing and all that. So that's a delicate balance that coaches have to walk when they coach their kids.
Back to play following the timeout. 3rd and 7. Longhorns showing blitz. It's a 4-man rush with a twist. Ballin hangs in there, throws over the middle, and throws it into traffic, quite frankly, but we got a flag, and we'll see if there was some early contact and see if that's going to be pass interference.
I believe Davis Pike was in that area.
A little bit of a dangerous throw.
Yeah, that was kind of sailed on him, got up a little high on him. But it's going to be a penalty, so it's going to extend the drive. I think the reason it was called is because there was a little bit of contact before the ball got there.
It did appear to get there a little bit early.
Yep.
And a good alert call made by this officiating crew led by referee Gerald Green. So the PI penalty moves it into Longhorn territory at the 46-yard line. 2:30 remaining until the half.
Chargers with one timeout. They've used 2 recently, so 1 left.
They'll send 3 wide receivers to the near side, tight end to the far side. 4-man rush. Ballin throws. Again on the out. It's wide open. Nice job of making the catch and then initiating contact by Cannon Brooks.
Well, I tell you, one thing that I've been impressed with Ballin is how he's spreading the ball around. He's not just, as a sophomore, saying, I'm going to rely on you and just throw it to one guy. He's spreading it around. A lot of different guys catching the ball tonight.
Gain of 9+, less than a yard to go on second down. 4-man rush coming. Ballin to the far side, looking downfield, throws it. Bracket coverage there. It falls incomplete. I bet that throw kind of put his heart in his throat there for just a second, too.
Yeah, that one, there was a defender in front of the receiver and behind the receiver. So he was kind of trying to drop that in the bucket. And it goes long, which is probably fine with Travis Christman, the OC.
So they get 9 yards on first down, incomplete on second, and we're 3rd and 1. And the clock is stopped with 2:17 left until intermission. Again, a 4-man rush, out route again, complete again. Both on the ground. There is a fumble after the completion as Davis Pike let that one get away from him. They do get the ball back, though.
Yeah, but I don't know if they got the first down or they recovered. The ball might have come back. Well, let's see, though. Yeah,
that's pretty close.
Yeah.
And they do move the chains. So they not only get the ball back following the fumble, but it does clear for the first down.
Yeah, made it a lot closer, but they got a yard on that, so.
Blitz. Safety blitz coming. They pick it up. Ballin throws deep down the middle, post route, and just overthrows his man at the 5-yard line. Excellent job of blitz pickup there, because I think that was intended for Cannon Brooks.
Yep, and when you blitz, you leave your guys one-on-one coverage usually. Chargers picked it up pretty well, but the problem with a blitz is Ballin had to get rid of it pretty quickly. Couldn't wait for the receiver to get any kind of separation from the defender.
But you know what? He threw it to the vacated spot because that was a safety blitz.
Yep.
So they got the post route in behind where the safety would normally be.
Yep, just not able to connect. Probably had to throw it half second before he wanted to.
2nd and 10, ball on the near hash mark. Ballin throws over the middle, wide open. They can't make connections. That's a shame because that was a walk-in touchdown.
Just a little
intended
high.
for Reha. 6 points went a wasted there. That was a walk-in score.
Yeah, just a little high on that throw that time. But drive's not over yet. Still 3rd and 10 here.
Clock stopped with 1:34 showing. And the Chargers on 3rd and 10 will send 3 receivers to the far side. Pistol formation behind Ballin. Under heavy pressure, takes a hit in the back. Now, I don't think that ball was intercepted. I think it hit the turf, and that is, in fact, the call. The umpire is saying that. Really astute call there made by umpire Darrell Boyd.
Yeah, he was right there, the umpire. He was 5 yards from that, so he got to hear it or see it. And so, fourth and
a full 10.
Yeah, they're at the 36, kind of no man's land here, and knowing the way Coach Geiser thinks, he likes to be aggressive. They could quick kick it.
Yeah, this is really interesting, though, because if you don't get this, you're giving the Longhorns excellent field position and time to do something with it, but they're going for it on 4th down, or at least that's what they're showing right now. Ballin throws over the middle, got a man first down, inside the 20, down to the 19-yard line, and on the reception is Cole Reha. They missed the earlier seam pass. They hit that one.
Yeah, that was the same exact play. They went back to that. They said, hey, he was wide open. Let's go back to it, and it worked.
On 1st down, Ballin throws it into the end zone. Incomplete. A one-on-one situation there, right there at the pylon on the far side.
And the thing that 16-yard completion did, it got him in field goal range, if that's what it comes down to.
Will Wallace, one of the excellent kickers in this region.
Yep, they want 7, though. But like you said, they got a pretty darn good kicker in Wallace that can get you points.
From the 20, Ballin throws near side. That ball is incomplete. Stops the clock with 1:03 left. until halftime.
Well, if you throw to the corners like that on those down and outs, you can't be late and you can't throw behind because then it's a pick. So you got to throw long or you got to throw short. That time it was short.
3rd and 10. Ballin from the pistol. 2 receivers to either side. Moving to the far sideline. Pulls it down, keeps it, and he's not going to get the first down. But on the other hand, he got some significant yardage there that really kind of changes the shape of this series and the decision making.
Yeah, the Chargers are going to talk about it. They're going to use that last time out. It's going to be about a 4th and 4. So let's see what they do.
All right, so as my partner Kerry indicated, the Chargers do burn their final timeout of the first half. And it's 4th and right at 4. So there's no question that this is within Will Wallace's field goal range, but I don't think that's the decision they're going to make.
Yeah, you just never know with Coach Kaiser. you just never know. Yeah, that run by Ballin got him 6, so it makes it that much of a shorter field goal. But we'll see what they do. Out of timeouts, though, so that's something you got to consider. 56 seconds to go here.
But with respect to the clock, you're now in good shape.
Yeah.
Okay, you now control the clock as the offensive team.
Well, I see Wallace out there, so it looks like they're going to send Will Wallace out there.
Well, recapping, Laredo United jumped out to a quick and somewhat surprising 14-0 lead. The Chargers have come back with 3 unanswered touchdowns, so they've turned that 2-touchdown deficit into a 7-point lead. And Wallace is on the field to make this a 2-score game. It's going to be spotted at the 21-yard line on the far hash, making this a 31-yard field goal attempt by Will Wallace. Ballin is the holder. It's down cleanly. Wallace sends it on its way.
Missed it left.
And he absolutely pushed it to the left. The left footer pushed it to the left, so no points there. And we'll keep it right here with 50 seconds left. So not great field position necessarily for the Longhorns, but they do have some time to work with. They got 50 seconds.
Yeah, and they got 2 timeouts, so that was a good drive by the Chargers. 15-play drive, so even though it comes up empty, you ate a lot of time off the clock, and you kind of limit what Laredo's going to be able to do here maybe.
Longhorns will start from their 20-yard line. 3-man defensive front for the champion Chargers. Signs, the quarterback. It's a running play, and it's going to net first down yardage out past the 30-yard line. Frank Soto, the ball carrier. He splits time at running back along with Steve Loring.
If I'm United, I'd look for Lozano. He's gotten open a couple times down the sideline here.
On first down, as that was a gain of exactly 10. And once again, that's Frank Soto. And that's some tough running, gain of 12, and another Longhorn first down.
Yeah, and I don't know if they were just trying to decide if they were just going to run the ball and see if they could break one, but they're moving it enough that you might change that philosophy going forward here.
Line of scrimmage to 42. Signs, throws deep, far side, into double coverage, and the ball is intercepted at the 15-yard line.
Looks like
Sawyer Bali on the interception, and he did a great job of reading the quarterback's eyes. Really a nice job of bracketing the receiver there. You know, you don't blame the Longhorns at all. You're going to take that shot with about 10 seconds left. But the Chargers were having none of it, so they'll get the ball now with 10 seconds remaining in the half.
Well, Sawyer,
one would think that they'll simply take a knee and get out of here after having turned a 2-touchdown deficit into a 7-point lead.
We're talking to Coach earlier about Sawyer Boley, who had some injury issues as well, but he's coming back, playing well. And that time Sawyer out there like a center fielder just made a nice catch and saves them from scoring. And gives the ball back to the Chargers.
Sawyer Boley, a sophomore, the only non-senior starter in that secondary. And on what will probably be the final play of the half, Chargers keep it on the ground. We got a flag there. Now remember, the half can't end on an accepted penalty on the defense. So let's see what's going on here.
And they're going to crackback block.
And there's 2 seconds showing anyway.
They're going to call a crackback block, I believe, and Charger taking issue with it.
Blindside block called against the Chargers.
You're exactly right. And that rule has changed over the last couple of years, and I think really for the betterment of the sport. You know, they're now calling a lot more blindside blocks than they did before. I mean, we used to see these big decleaters, et cetera.
Yeah.
But I think with respect to making this game as safe as we can make it, that's a good idea.
That's the final play.
And that is the final play of the first half. So we've seen an interesting ball game. We had 5 touchdowns put up, the first 2 by the Longhorns, and then the champion Chargers respond as you take a look at some of the highlights from half number 1.
Good interception right there. That was an interception by Boley, but Chargers hit the big play that time. 98-yard, 99-yard drive that time. And that's the one, I believe, that gave them the lead.
Yeah, really a great change in momentum by the champion Chargers. They were a little bit lethargic coming out of the gate, but they've really turned this around, and a very impressive performance by their sophomore quarterback, Jordan Ballin, who's filling in for the injured Carson Kaiser.
Yep, and then we saw Chargers moved a lot. We saw Cole Reha with the run on the score, and here's the nice return here that set up a score.
Yeah, so 3 unanswered touchdowns for the Bernie champion Chargers. They lead it by 7. Back with halftime in just a moment on the Charger Sports Network.
I'm Goldberg, and you're watching the Chargers Sports Network. Who's next?
Hi, everybody, and welcome to the first edition of the Bernie Beat, where we highlight select stories from around Bernie ISD. Bernie ISD has set an all-time record for student enrollment entering the new year. We surpassed the 10,000 student mark and currently have 10,117 students attending our schools. At the beginning of last school year, there were 9,509 students enrolled, meaning we gained over 500 students in a 12-month span. To read the entire story, visit our website, bernieisd.net/enrollment record. The first day of school was a tremendous success. It was great seeing all the smiling faces across the district. Thank you to our campus administration and staff for helping make this day memorable. To view the entire back-to-school video montage, please scroll down at the conclusion of the Bernie Beat. Champion high school sophomore Brock Lewis won the national championship in the decathlon at the AAU Junior Olympics Track and Field Championships last week with a total of 6,767 points. Brock joins champion teammate Chachi Gonzalez, who won the gold medal in the 1,500 meters at the event. 2 Bernie ISD softball players have been named to the Texas Sports Writers Association All-State Team. Bernie High's Brooke Civic and champions Blake Holtorf were selected to the team. Congratulations to both. Bernie Middle School North Assistant Principal Zach Bechet has been selected as the Region 20 Outstanding Assistant Principal of the Year by the Texas Association of Secondary Principals. Mr. Bechet has spent the last 6 years as an assistant principal and has been a member of the leadership team at North since 2018. To read the entire story, please visit our website, bernieisd.net/bechetap. Those are just some of the highlights from around the district this week. Be sure to follow the Bernie ISD social media pages to stay up to date with district highlights. Thank you for watching and have a great weekend.
We are 1910 Church.
The NTC.
We're on a mission.
A mission that fuels everything we do.
We're about finding and restoring.
Finding things that have been broken, lives that have been broken, and restoring them to the manufacturer's intended design.
We're serious about people.
Because we think people matter.
We're fun.
Energetic.
And crazy about life.
Because we think it's worth living.
And don't worry, we aren't perfect.
Just forgiven and honored to have a second,
a third,
fourth chance.
We would be honored to meet you.
And what you're wearing right now is appropriate.
So enjoy the game.
And we look forward to seeing you soon.
Ladies, that is how you execute the run-pass option.
All right, guys. In order to live in this community, we need to know important facts. What year was Champion High School opened?
2008.
Now, who was Champion High School named after?
Samuel V. Champion, legendary principal.
Okay. Who was the first football coach at Champion High School?
Danny Threadgill. Danny T. Everybody knows that.
Yeah.
Hi everybody, we're here to surprise the 10,000th student in BISD. Let's go get them.
So I have a pretty big surprise to share. So as you know, our district's getting bigger. And here at Fair Oaks Ranch Elementary, our campus enrolled the 10,000th family last week. The DePablo family.
Congratulations on being the 10,000th student in Boerne ISD history.
Hi, I'm Scott, and I love Chick-fil-A nuggets because the flavor is unparalleled. As soon as you bite into them, you're in a happy place. The seasoning is perfect.
Hey, I'm Giovanni, and a little thing I love about Chick-fil-A nuggets is that they're perfectly breaded. There's just that right amount of crisp. I don't know what they're doing in the kitchen, but it's pure magic.
I'm Stan Leach, Boerne ISD Athletic Director, and you're watching the Chargers Sports Network.
Tonight's broadcast on the Charger Sports Network is brought to you by H-E-B, Smoky Moe's Barbecue, Chick-fil-A, Frost Bank, Jet Specialty, Ferris Orthodontics, 1910 Church, Wick Productions, and Dog and Pony Grill. This game is going into overtime. At the Dog and Pony, we are calling it OT at the Pony, and we're open until 11 p.m. after Friday night home games. Head over to dogandponygrill.com if you'd like to order before you leave the stadium. And we'll have a Greyhound or Charger burger waiting for you. Dine in with us, grab a cold beverage, and enjoy the rest of the night with our full kitchen open until 11 p.m. Come on over, because we are ready for you.
It isn't Taco Tuesday without the freshest tortillas. That's why H-E-B bakes tortillas fresh in store. Your kids won't eat tacos on Tuesday, or any day, without their favorite toppings. Good thing H-E-B has it all, including guacamole made fresh in store. It's been a really long week, and it's still only Tuesday. That's why H-E-B does all the shopping for you, so you can just pick it up with free curbside. No store does more to bring the best to your door. Shop the app or online and pick up curbside free at H-E-B.
Hello, my name is Keith Kaiser, You may know me from the sidelines at Champion Charger football games. I'm here to talk to you about eliminating a real condition called hangry tummy. Symptoms include irritability, inability to concentrate, lack of energy, and the most common symptom. Thankfully, there's a cure: Smoky Moe's Barbecue. Hey! Where's the Smoky Moe's Barbecue?
Sorry, Coach.
We had hangry tummy.
Another Smoky Moe's Barbecue success story.
Champion High School! 5, 6. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12, 13, 14, 15, 16,
I'm Stan Leach, Bernie ISD Athletic Director, and you're watching the Chargers Sports Network.
Hi, I'm Gina Devane, the Bernie ISD Athletic Secretary, and you're watching the Charger Sports Network.
Hello, my name is Keith Kaiser. You may know me from the sidelines at Champion Charger football games. I'm here to talk to you about eliminating a real condition called hangry tummy. Symptoms include irritability, inability to concentrate, lack of energy, and the most common symptom. Thankfully, there's a cure: Smoky Moe's Barbecue. Hey! Where's the Smoky Moe's Barbecue?
Sorry, Coach.
We had hangry tummy.
Another Smoky Moe's Barbecue success story.
It isn't Taco Tuesday without the freshest tortillas. That's why H-E-B bakes tortillas fresh in store. Your kids won't eat tacos on Tuesday or any day without their favorite toppings. Good thing H-E-B has it all, including guacamole made fresh in store. It's been a really long week, and it's still only Tuesday. That's why H-E-B does all the shopping for you, so you can just pick it up with free curbside. No store does more to bring the best to your door. Shop the app or online and pick up curbside free at H-E-B.
Hi, I'm Gina Devane, the Bernie ISD Athletic Secretary, and you're watching the Charger Sports Network.
Hello, my name is Keith Kaiser. You may know me from the sidelines at Champion Charger football games. I'm here to talk to you about eliminating a real condition called hangry tummy. Symptoms include irritability, inability to concentrate, lack of energy, and the most common symptom. Thankfully, there's a cure: Smoky Moe's Barbecue. Hey! Where's the Smoky Moe's Barbecue?
Sorry, Coach.
We had hangry tummy.
Another Smoky Moe's Barbecue success story.
It isn't Taco Tuesday without the freshest tortillas. That's why H-E-B bakes tortillas fresh in store. Your kids won't eat tacos on Tuesday or any day without their favorite toppings. Good thing HEB has it all, including guacamole made fresh in store. It's been a really long week, and it's still only Tuesday. That's why HEB does all the shopping for you, so you can just pick it up with free curbside. No store does more to bring the best to your door. Shop the app or online and pick up curbside free at HEB.
Hi, I'm Gina Devane, the Bernie ISD Athletic Secretary, and you're watching the Charger Sports Network.
Tonight's broadcast on the Charger Sports Network is brought to you by HEB, Smoky Moe's Barbecue, Chick-fil-A, Frost Bank, Jet Specialty, Ferris Orthodontics, 1910 Church, Wick Productions, and Dog and Pony Grill.
Ladies, that is how you execute the run-pass option.
All right, guys. In order to live in this community, we need to know important facts. What year was Champion High School open?
2008.
Now, who was Champion High School named after?
Samuel V. Champion, legendary principal.
Okay. Who was the first football coach at Champion High School?
Danny Threadgill. Danny T. Everybody knows that.
Yeah.
It isn't Taco Tuesday without the freshest tortillas. That's why HEB bakes tortillas fresh in store. Your kids won't eat tacos on Tuesday or any day without their favorite toppings. Good thing HEB has it all, including guacamole made fresh in store. It's been a really long week, and it's still only Tuesday. That's why HEB does all the shopping for you, so you can just pick it up with free curbside. No store does more to bring the best to your door. Shop the app or online and pick up curbside free at HEB.
I'm Goldberg, and you're watching the Charger Sports Network. Who's next?
Tonight's broadcast on the Charger Sports Network is brought to you by HEB, Smoky Moe's Barbecue, Chick-fil-A, Frost Bank, Jet Specialty, Ferris Orthodontics, 1910 Church, Wick Productions, and Dog and Pony Grill.
Ladies, that is how you execute the run-pass option.
All right, guys. In order to live in this community, we need to know important facts. What year was Champion High School open?
2008.
Now, who was Champion High School named after?
Samuel V. Champion, legendary principal.
Okay. Who was the first football coach at Champion High School?
Danny Threadgill. Danny T. Everybody knows that.
Yeah.
I'm Stan Leach, Bernie ISD Athletic Director, and you're watching the Chargers Sports Network.
Hi, I'm Scott, and I love Chick-fil-A nuggets because the flavor is unparalleled. As soon as you bite into them, you're in a happy place. The seasoning is perfect.
Hey, I'm Giovanni, and a little thing I love about Chick-fil-A nuggets is that they're perfectly breaded. There's just that right amount of crisp. I don't know what they're doing in the kitchen, but it's pure magic.
This game is going into overtime. At the Dog and Pony, We are calling it OT at the Pony, and we're open until 11 p.m. after Friday night home games. Head over to dogandponygrill.com if you'd like to order before you leave the stadium. And we'll have a Greyhound or Charger burger waiting for you. Dine in with us, grab a cold beverage, and enjoy the rest of the night with our full kitchen open until 11 p.m. Come on over, because we are ready for you.
Hi, I'm Gina Devane, the Bernie ISD Athletic Secretary, and you're watching the Charger Sports Network.
Hello, my name is Keith Kaiser. You may know me from the sidelines at Champion Charger football games. I'm here to talk to you about eliminating a real condition called hangry tummy. Symptoms include irritability, inability to concentrate, lack of energy, and the most common symptom. Thankfully, there's a cure, Smoky Mo's Barbecue. Hey, where's the Smoky Mo's Barbecue?
Sorry, Coach.
We had hangry tummy.
Another Smoky Mo's Barbecue success story.
It isn't Taco Tuesday without the freshest tortillas. That's why H-E-B bakes tortillas fresh in store. Your kids won't eat tacos on Tuesday or any day without their favorite toppings. Good thing H-E-B has it all, including guacamole made fresh in store. It's been a really long week, and it's still only Tuesday.
I'm Goldberg, and you're watching the Charger Sports Network. Who's next?
Tonight's broadcast on the Charger Sports Network is brought to you by H-E-B, Smoky Mo's Barbecue, Chick-fil-A, Frost Bank, Jet Specialty, Ferris Orthodontics, 1910 Church, Wick Productions, and Dog and Pony Grill.
Ladies, that is how you execute the run-pass option.
All right, guys. In order to live in this community, we need to know important facts. What year was Champion High School open?
2008.
Now, who was Champion High School named after?
Samuel V. Champion, legendary principal.
Okay. Who was the first football coach at Champion High School?
Danny Threadgill. Danny T. Everybody knows that.
Yeah.
Welcome back on senior night here at Bernie Champion High School. It's halftime, week number 4 of the Texas high school football season. High school football is so great, and by the way, we've seen wonderful performances by all of these organizations here at Bernie Champion High School over halftime. Wonderful performance by the band under the direction of Jason Younts. Dance team is always outstanding. Ashton Kidd is the director there, and there's not a better cheerleading squad anywhere than the one here at Bernie Champion High School, and they're under the direction of Denise Stripling. We got a good ball game here, a very interesting game.
Very streaky game.
A very streaky game. You have Laredo United, who came in here at 0-3, and Bernie Champion started the game 3-0, and it was the Longhorns who jumped out to a quick 14-0 lead, but really Champion recomposed itself. They scored 3 unanswered touchdowns, so they lead at 21-14 here as we get set to play in the second half. But let's do remember this. There was that missed field goal, Kerry, right before halftime that would have made this a 2-score game.
Right, and that's something that's kind of rare to see is Will Wallace with a miss, but I think he only had 1 miss last year, and this is so far, third, fourth game in, but 1 miss. So he was perfect on his PATs last year, so he doesn't miss a lot, and it just kind of pushed it. But yeah, we'll see if that missed field goal looms large. But like you said, Laredo United jumps out to a 14-0 lead. Part of that, remember, Chargers have 4th and 9 at the 26. They try a fake punt, and Laredo United gets a short field. 26, they take over at the 26, and they score, make it 14-0, but then had all the momentum right there, but Davis Pike had that nice return, sets them up at 1st and 10 at the 20-yard line after about a 70-yard return, it seemed like. And they score on one play, and it's 14-7, and you could just feel the momentum shifting right then. And
been impressed with both quarterbacks, for sure.
Oh, yeah.
Armani Signs for the Longhorns, and the sophomore Jordan Ballin doing an outstanding job for the champion Chargers. And they went into this with a game plan. They've been very effective in the short passing game. I mean, you just can't count the number of short 5-yard speed outs that they've completed, and that's kind of been the key to their offense. One surprise is the Longhorns, Laredo United, really had not drunk a drop on the ground all year long, but they've run the ball just effectively enough to really, really benefit their passing game.
Yeah, they have, and I think that kind of took Champion back, I think, early on, because I think they were expecting a lot of passing, and so Laredo United did a good job running the ball up the middle. Got a couple big gainers, got about 20 yards on those first two plays, 10 yards each. They've kind of balanced out, and they've hit some deep passes, but talk about Jordan Ballin coming in. I felt like that first quarter it was he's just kind of settling in and getting used to everything, the speed. First time as a starter. I think in that second quarter he got real comfortable. And you talk about those short passes they've been hitting. Those are tough throws. You got to throw those pretty accurate, because if you throw them short, you can get pick six the other way. So he's been pretty impressive in his first start as a sophomore. He's been really accurate with his throws.
Both teams have retaken the field, and you hear the roar here on the near side as the fans love this comeback that their champion Chargers have shown here, particularly in the second quarter, because, again, they were down 2 scores and really were kind of back on their heels a little bit. But they did play very strong down the stretch in the second quarter, and they will, because they won the toss and deferred, they will get the ball to start the second half.
Yeah, and at one point it was 14-14, and we talked about those short passes that Ballin was throwing. Then he hits that 95-yarder to Ryan Brandon, so that kind of stretched the field a little bit, and it showed the Longhorns that, we can throw short, but we need to go over the top, we will, and they did. So good play calling by both sides, and I really like that receiver. Well, they got several good ones, but I like that Lozano. Remember, he had a touchdown called back, and Cade Lozano's been open a couple of times, so I think they're going to try to hit him on that deep fly pattern that he's had some success at.
And statistically going in, he was their 3rd best receiver, but he is really impressive. Now, speaking of receivers, check this out. For Ryan Brandon, he went into this game averaging 29 yards per reception. Well, man, you catch one for 95, that number goes way up.
Yep, and it just went way up. But talking to him after that game one, where he had, I think it was 3 touchdowns in that first game, that opener against Stevens, I asked him, was it 3 touchdowns? And he says, I'm not even sure. He says, I don't count. He says, I just want the number to count is what the scoreboard says. That's what I want.
Now, you know what? Here's the deal. He is a wonderful young man, and I appreciate the fact he said that. Everybody knows how many touchdowns you've scored.
Well, he genuinely seemed like he didn't know. I'll say that.
We're playing football again. Chargers get the ball to start the second half. Good return coming to the near side, and this is going to result in pretty good field position for the Charger offense out at about their 36-yard line.
That was Pike, and almost had the ball stripped. Good job holding on.
That ball security is everything, particularly in a game like this. You've seen all these various momentum shifts, and it could be a key turnover that winds up determining this thing, because the Longhorns, I don't think they're really rocked right now. I mean, they're down a score, but they're still playing very confidently.
Oh, yeah,
they have some talent.
They're in it.
Ballin, the sophomore quarterback for the Chargers, against a 4-man rush. Again, they start the second half the way they dominated the first half, and that's with the short passing game. Just a quick speed out route to Ryan Brandon. Not much in terms of yardage, though, a gain of less than 3 yards.
Yep, only 2, but moves the chain a little bit down the field, the marker.
Running play. on second down, and cracking out to a 45, maybe the 46-yard line is Cole Reha, and that's going to set up a 3rd and short, 3rd and about a yard from the 46. Quickly, they grab it, they throw it, hitch pass, hit behind the line of scrimmage. Just a super job of coming up by linebacker Isaac Mendoza. What a play for the Longhorns.
Yeah, it was 3rd and 1, and they went backwards about 3, and I think that makes it a punting situation because 4th and 1, you might go for it, but now that you lose 3.
Got to punt it now.
Yeah, that changes your game plan here.
Caleb Krause on to punt for the Chargers as they get a pretty good kickoff return and then fail to convert that into even a single first down on that possession. Krause gets it away. It's a really short punt, very high. Now it is going to take a Charger roll a little bit. Now it goes parallel. It's going to be killed at about the 29-yard line. This is a good football game.
Yeah, very good football game. And, we talk about injuries. Well, Carson Kaiser, we know, is the quarterback. He's hurt. Well, he's also their punter. So that's two starters basically you're down. So that's why injuries are, like I said, a big part of the game.
Armani Saenz has gone all the way at quarterback for the Longhorns and has made some impressive throws. On first down, he'll send 3 receivers to the near side. High snap, bobbled. Now they throw the hitch route, and it's incomplete. It'll be 2nd and 10. That pass intended there for Juan Andrade, but that was kind of messed up from the jump.
Yep, just a little high, and then just kind of dumped it out there, threw it a little high. No harm, no foul, though.
2nd and 10, balanced formation from the pistol, 3-man front for the champion Chargers. They lead it 21-14. We are just underway in the 3rd quarter here in Boerne. Running play. Gain of only 3, setting up a 3rd and long, 3rd and almost 7 out of the 33-yard line.
Ran into his own man. That's what slowed him down.
And on 3rd and 7, those twin safeties for the Chargers playing pretty deep. Saenz throws. Incomplete, and miscommunication there between quarterback and receiver. And that didn't take long. They go 3 and out, and the Chargers will get the ball right back.
Well, 2 3 and outs to start the half for each team. And, yeah, definitely a miscommunication. He threw to a spot where he thought the receiver was going to be. The receiver looked like he cut the route off and went out.
On to punt is Jalen Morris, who's done a nice job as the Longhorn punter tonight.
Yeah, kind of unconventional line drive punts, but they're very effective.
Standing just inside the 20-yard line. High snap. This one gets away. Heavy pressure coming. Ball's on the ground. It's 4th down anyway, but it's recovered by the Chargers, and that's the break that Boerne Champion was looking for. They are now in a position, if they can cash this in, to take a 2-score lead.
Looks like Carson Schwartz on that recovery for the Chargers. Yeah, it wouldn't have mattered if Laredo United had recovered because it would have been Chargers ball anyway. So just a bad snap over the head, and big break for the Chargers. Let's see if they can capitalize.
They'll spot the ball at about the 11-yard line. And the clock stopped, obviously, on the change of possession. Now the Charger offense takes the field, led by their sophomore quarterback, Jordan Ballin, who has played well tonight. On first down, 2 receivers to either side. Ballin looks near side, throws. Accurate throw. It's complete. And I'm guessing they have completed almost a dozen of those speed outs tonight. That one complete to Ryan Brandon.
Yep, and I can only think about 1 or 2 incompletions on those plays. They haven't missed many of them. They always haven't been big gainers, but they've been complete.
And it's interesting. That has been their bread and butter play on first down all night long.
Yep.
3 receivers to the far side. Ballin under some pressure. Floats, throws it inside the 5-yard line, and that is a nice catch as the receiver reaches behind him to pull that in down at about the 4-yard line.
It's Caleb Krause that time on the reception. Does a good job catching it. He's got to give his body up and slide to get it, but still makes the catch and moves the marker up a little bit.
Third and about 3. The ball just inside the 5-yard line. Now they put 2 backs and motion one of them out of the backfield. Swing pass. What a one-handed catch. What a touchdown. What a highlight. What a spectacular catch. That was a little bit of a risky call.
Yeah.
And you thought maybe the pass was a little errant, but Ryan Brandon just sticks one hand up and just flypapers it. Touchdown, Champion Chargers, and they now take a 2-score lead. They're up by 13 at 27-14 with the PAT upcoming by Will Wallace.
Well, you mentioned the 2 men in the backfield. Brandon was one of them. He just kind of ran a little wheel route. It looked like the throw was off to me. And Brandon does a great job recovering it.
PAT by Will Wallace. He does what he does. He makes it. And so the Chargers, who at one point trail by 2 touchdowns, now lead by 2 TDs. 8:35 remaining in the third quarter. Back in a moment. Thank you for watching and listening on the Chargers Sports Network.
I'm Goldberg, and you're watching the Chargers Sports Network. Who's next?
Tonight's broadcast on the Charger Sports Network is brought to you by H-E-B, Smoky Moe's Barbecue, Chick-fil-A, Frost Bank, Jet Specialty, Ferris Orthodontics, 1910 Church, Wick Productions, and Dog and Pony Grill.
So Kerry, that bad snap, that high snap on the punt blows up in the face of the Laredo United Longhorns.
Costly turnover that time by the Longhorns. It doesn't take Chargers long to capitalize. 3 plays, 11 yards, took 1:11 off the clock, go up 28-14.
Kickoff by Wallace, and a fair catch is signaled and made at the 15-yard line. But, you know, under the new rule now, actually that's kind of a heady play because that ends up being a touchback that will be spotted at the 25. That's some pretty smart football.
Yeah. You can fair catch it pretty much anywhere, and it does go back. And they're just trying to think long-term safety and not have – because that's where a lot of injuries happen is on those kickoff returns.
Let's see if the Longhorns can cut into this 2-touchdown deficit. They'll start with a balanced formation. On first down, they'll run it. Coming to the near side is Frank Soto, but he will not get back to the line of scrimmage. Really nice job by Connor Holtorf, among others, on the Champion defense.
Cole Kennedy also on there in the play. 1-yard loss, actually.
2nd and 11. Chargers show blitz, and they put a big hit on the quarterback signs, and he's stung. He is down at the 15-yard line. We hope that the young man's okay. He's a really good player, and he took a big stick there.
Yep, kind of exposed with his arm out in the air like that. Took a hit. Brandon Anton with the pop put him on the ground.
Axel Chavez is the reserve quarterback now on 3rd and 11, and it'll be really interesting to see how ambitious they get and how much they dare on 3rd and 11 with a brand new quarterback in the game.
Anton looking like he want to come in on the side too.
Throw over the middle, and look what they did.
Nice.
On 3rd and 11, quarterback comes in cold and throws a strike to Leslie Al. First down, Laredo United. Impressive.
That was a nice throw into coverage.
Running play on first down. We'll poke it out to about the 44. It'll be 2nd and 8. Clock running in the third quarter. 7:35 showing. And Bernie Champion leading Laredo United by 14 at 28-14. 2nd and 8. 3-man front this time for Champion. Out route complete. Leslie Al again. And he gets it out to about the 48-yard line.
Okay, they got two good quarterbacks. Chavez showing some good arm strength and good accuracy there.
Well, he's played quite a bit this year, actually. He's a sophomore, but he's thrown a couple of touchdown passes along with a couple of interceptions in the 3 games that the Longhorns have played so far this year. 3rd and a long 3, pass over the middle, and you got a cold quarterback in the game, miscommunication there. So it's going to be 4th down with the ball at the 48-yard line in a game where the Longhorns are trailing by 2 scores. Interesting decision coming up here for head coach David Sanchez of the Laredo United Longhorns, and he wants to extend the game, so they're going to punt the ball. By the way, can't say enough good things about both head coaches here. David Sanchez, of course, for the Longhorns, and Keith Kaiser for the Bernie Champion Chargers. Just wonderful guys. They've been so cooperative, so much fun to work with, and they both got great programs. The kick is away, it was deflected, so there will not be any roughing or running into the kicker penalty here, and the punt's going to be killed down around the 10-yard line.
Yeah, the line drive punt, it's not the boomers you see in college or the NFL, but those are effective punts. So they're going to have to go 90 yards to score here.
Yeah, well, he killed that one at the 10. Earlier, he killed one at the 1.5.
Yeah. Let's see what the Chargers do. Do you go in ball control and try to eat some clock and shorten this game, or you just keep your foot on the gas pedal? And
well, as we were talking about earlier, it's really interesting. Their base bread and butter play on 1st down, regardless of field position, has been that quick speed out.
Yeah, so you wonder if Laredo United at some point will crowd the receivers at the line of scrimmage and not give them that underneath. There's movement.
And a whistle, and a flag, and a procedure call against the champion Chargers at a place where you don't want that to happen because they're now really bottled up.
You're going backwards there, and quarterback's going to be standing pretty much at the goal line. And that was going to be a pass play, it looked like, so maybe they were going to try that little short out route.
Penalty moves the ball back to just outside the 5-yard line. Officially the 6. Sophomore Ballin's done a nice job at quarterback. Running play here on a repeat of 1st down following the penalty. And they'll get most of the 1st down penalty yardage back. Gain of 4, so it'll be 2nd and 11.
Somebody's down on the ground for the
And
Longhorns.
we do have an injured player for the Longhorns. And it looks like Isaac Mendoza, the outside linebacker who made a couple of nice plays earlier. We hope he's okay. He's an outstanding player.
Yeah, I hope so.
Kind of hoping this is a cramp.
Yeah, that is Mendoza.
Mendoza having a hard time putting weight on that. As I said, it's still kind of a muggy night. You hope it's just a cramp.
Yeah, and it was a hot day today, wasn't it, Paul? It was high 90s, so, and they've been starting a little bit earlier, 7 o'clock versus 7:30. Some schools are doing that this year, and it gets you out earlier, but the problem is right now you're still playing kind of in the heat of the day. It's still pretty hot at 7.
So it'll be 2nd and just a little more than 10 yards to go. Ballin, the quarterback, goes to the far side, has his eyes downfield, pulls the trigger. Nice job of settling down in the zone. What a nice job of reading coverage by both quarterback and receiver. And with that, they're going to turn that into a 1st down. That was good.
Well, that's Caleb Krause. And you think about it, Krause is a sophomore and Ballin is a sophomore. So those guys played together last year as freshmen. So they're probably pretty comfortable with each other out there.
Moves it out to the 26-yard line. 1st and 10, running play on first down. They bounce it to the outside. One of the more successful running plays for the Chargers all night long. That's going to be a gain of about 8. And yeah, we're talking about the fact that these are still kind of muggy conditions. I mean, here we are at whatever time it is, and it's still 81 degrees.
Yeah, 9:03, and yeah, 81. So ready for that fall weather to get here.
Gain of 8, 2nd and 2. Again, a running play, and this one's not going to get anything. And in fact, we'll lose a half yard as we get down around the 5.5-minute mark remaining here in quarter number 3.
And of course, to prepare for a hot game, you got to drink a lot of fluid, but you don't start on Friday. You start earlier. You start middle of the week and just taking extra fluids.
Absolutely. What's that old saying? If you wait until you're thirsty, it's too late.
Yeah.
On 3rd down, they set motion one way, then throw it back to the near side, and this is going to depend on the spot.
I think
he's got it. It looks from here like he's got it, and in fact, he does, and they'll move the chains.
Just a little bubble screen right there, and another
we got
Laredo
another Longhorn down. Andy Torres, the outside linebacker, the junior, is the man down for Laredo United.
And you hope that's a cramp too. And the way he's moving, kind of looks like it, but we'll see. Hope he's okay. That one just a little bubble screen to Brandon, I believe, and that was a good recovery by the defense. It looked like it was going to go for a few yards, and it only went for 2, but it was enough to get the first down.
So Andy Torres has helped to his feet, and he'll be led off to the far side. And again, as Kerry indicated, we're hoping that is a cramp as well. I think it is. We'll take another look at it. He was rushing the passer, and as you can see, he just kind of went down at the end. But yeah, nice job misdirection. You know, as they threw that bubble screen, as you indicated, back to the near side after motioning away from it.
Timeout. Longhorns.
Two
Got a
play.
timeout on the field. We're going to keep it right here. So as we look forward to next week, and we always look forward to more football, Laredo United, next week they'll play their final non-district game. They play at Laredo. Well, actually, next week they play for what may be their district championship against Laredo United South. So that's really interesting. And as for the Chargers, they will play their final non-district game of the regular season as they take on El Campo.
Yep, and it's homecoming week for the Chargers, so a lot of activities starting Monday, usually homecoming parades on Monday. They have the burning of the sea. Usually Bernie has the burning of the bee, Champion has the burning of the sea, all kinds of activities during the week. And Chargers looking forward to playing El Campo. And Laredo United, you mentioned Laredo United South, that's who Champion played last week. So back-to-back district contenders in that district, and those two teams seem to be the favorite going forward. So that'll be a good matchup from the start.
Yeah, that game against United South, the Chargers won that one 24-12, but it was interesting, Kerry. They only scored 3 points in the second half of that game.
Had it. 3 touchdowns in the first half, 1 field goal.
On first down, running play. Ball carrier bounces off one tackler, but that's a hard way to make a yard and a half. That was Real on the carry.
And, you know, if you're Laredo United and Chargers do win this game, and you go into that game 0-4, I think your confidence is fine. You've played some really good teams. You've battled, been in the games, and so I don't think you have anything to hang your head about. But they're still in this game, so
they
it's
are
not
still
over.
in this game. Chargers send motion across the formation to the far side, creating a 3-receiver situation over there, and they throw the screen to the motion man, and he fights and picks his way. Going to get close to first down yardage, not quite, but out across the 45 to the 46-yard line.
And it looks like Cannon Brooks.
That's some tough running.
Yep, and stayed on his feet and kept his legs moving and got 2 or 3 extra yards just on his second effort.
Mark the ball back at the 45-yard line, so it's 3rd and 2. Running play coming near side, first down and more into Longhorn territory to the 46-yard line. Good takeoff by the left side of the champion Charger offensive line.
Yeah, good job by Reha seeing where the holes are and just following them, following his blockers. And that's second, 3rd and 2 the Chargers have converted on this drive. And what that means is they're killing a lot of clock.
On first down, another running play, another successful running play. That's Reha once again, and he's got a gain of almost 9. Terry references the fact that they're burning a lot of clock. Yeah, they are. We're almost out of third quarter. We're getting down around the 3-minute mark.
Yeah, well, they started this drive at 6:39, so they've already taken 3 minutes off. And counting.
Second and short, 3 receivers to the near side. 4-man rush with a loop and a twist. Completed pass, first down. Receiver puts his head down, and he moves it down to about the 31-yard line. Ball comes loose late, but the whistle had already blown. That's Chase Reha on the reception.
Griffin Jones, it looks like, on the catch. He got the first down, and then his forward progress and momentum was stopped. And it's the first time we've called his name tonight, Jones, but gets him that first down. Good timely catch.
First down at the 32. Again, a 4-man rush. Ballin stands in, throws deep, near side. Just skips off the hands of the intended receiver about 8 yards deep in the end zone. That was a streak route, and they just about connected.
Going for Brandon down. And again, you
Ryan
see the
Brandon, the speedster.
You see the one thing. You see the arm strength right there by Ballin. What a great throw!
Great throw. Probably wishes he'd stuck a little more air under it, but a good throw nevertheless.
About
and
40,
a very bold call.
Yep, 40 yards in the air.
On second down, running play, going for first down yardage. Going to be about a yard shy, but the Chargers really starting to establish a little bit more of a consistent running game right now.
Yeah, and I think and there's another Laredo United player is hurt. That's a third one on this drive.
It is. And they've all looked similar.
Mm-hmm. But right now, I think the Chargers are kind of winning that battle in the trenches. They're kind of getting the push on that offensive line. That's opening some stuff for Reha. They're able to run the ball. That's what you want to do as a team that's got the lead is be able to run the ball and kill the clock and shorten the game. And they've been very successful doing that on this drive.
Both teams in excellent physical condition. But, Kerry, one thing that sometimes gets lost in high school football, when you have to travel that far on the day of a game, that can be tough.
Oh, yeah, absolutely. And coaches like to get those games in because if you're going to go to the playoffs, you're going to have some long drives. And if you're going to go to a state championship game, you're going to play in Jerry World. So you're going to have some long bus rides. So why not get your guys kind of used to that experience of traveling and fighting that little bit of fatigue that you might face, kind of jet lag, so to speak.
Injured player is Tito Margot.
And that was definitely a cramp, the way they were stretching him out.
Third and right at 2. With the ball at the 24-yard line. 2 receivers to the near side. Running play, bounce outside by Reha, but he's brought down from behind, and that is a heck of a play defensively. Yeah, on the tackle, that was an alert play by Juan Villarreal.
Yeah, great job. It looked like he was going to bounce it out, had some room, but great job on that stop by Villarreal. Drops him back. 4th and 4.
4th and 4, and they are, of course, going for it because you're kind of in that no man's land right now. Chargers trying to add to their 2-touchdown lead. They're up 28-14 with a minute and a half left in the third quarter. Motion to the near side. They throw that bubble screen over there. It's complete. That actually was quite a courageous catch in a lot of ways by Cole Reha, but it's not going to get the first down yardage, and that means this game is nowhere near over because the Longhorn defense stiffens and they get the ball back on downs.
Yeah, I was worried that Reha was going to get blown up on that play, but he makes a nice catch and doesn't take the direct hit like that. Yeah, and good stop by the Longhorn defense, but the Chargers, that was the 14th play of the drive, and they took over 5 minutes off the clock. So I know you didn't get the score, but you took 5 minutes of 24 off the clock with one drive.
And a message was sent for sure. Longhorns get the ball back. On first down, they'll throw just a hitch pass out to the running back, and it's complete to Frank Soto. And Axel Chavez Jr. is still in the ball game at quarterback in place of the injured Armani Saenz, who really had played well tonight.
And that drive by the Chargers, 5:14 off the clock.
Inside a minute remaining here in the third quarter. Pass play. Receiver has to slide to the ground to make the catch, but it is complete, and they'll mark it at the 34-yard line.
That was Leal. Nice catch. Leal with the grab there.
Axel Chavez Jr., the sophomore. Rangy quarterback, and as you indicated, Kerry, a very live arm.
Yep, and accurate so far.
3rd and 3. Chavez wants to throw far side, pass a little high, skips off the hands of the intended receiver, Gage Lozano, who's had a big night tonight. Just a little off target. Now you're down 2 scores. You're in the final 23 seconds of the third quarter. Decision time for head coach David Sanchez.
I think they're trying to talk about it, but it looks like they're going to go for it. You could quick kick out of this formation too, though.
See what they do. On 4th down, they do quick kick it. Way to go, Kerry. Makes sense. It takes kind of a sideways parallel bounce, so the Chargers are going to get the ball back.
Well, what that does, that quick kick, you don't have your punt return team out,
Absolutely.
so you don't have anybody deep to return it. And
and by the way, based on what we've seen the first 4 games of the season, you do not want to give the Bernie champion Chargers a chance to return a punt.
And that's
you don't want to do that.
And that's exactly why they did that. They know the speedsters they got in Brandon and Pike and all those other guys out there, and so why give them that opportunity? And to me, the quarterback gives it away when he takes a step back. When he's the longer little depth than the 5 yards and he steps back like he did, that's kind of a
That sounds like somebody's been doing a lot of tape study. You picked up that key on tape.
Yeah.
First down from the 44. 4-man rush coming. Ballin throws, complete. Gain of 11. First down into Longhorn territory at the 45. Right on time. Perfect timing by both pitcher and catcher as we take a look on the replay.
And it goes to Kraus again. Again, sophomore to sophomore. Guys that have been teammates last year on the freshman team. And that was
That'll do it for quarter number 3. So the Bernie champion Chargers, who early in the game trailed by 2 scores, now have a 2-touchdown lead at 28-14. Back with the fourth quarter in just a moment. Thank you for being with us here on the Chargers Sports Network.
I'm Stan Leach, Bernie ISD Athletic Director, and you're watching the Chargers Sports Network.
Hi, I'm Scott, and I love Chick-fil-A nuggets because the flavor is unparalleled. As soon as you bite into them, you're in a happy place. The seasoning is perfect.
Hey, I'm Giovanni, and a little thing I love about Chick-fil-A nuggets is that they're perfectly breaded. There's just that right amount of crisp. I don't know what they're doing in the kitchen, but it's pure magic.
This game is going into overtime. At the Dog and Pony, we are calling it OT at the Pony, and we're open until 11 p.m. after Friday night home games. Head over to dogandponygrill.com if you'd like to order before you leave the stadium. And we'll have a Greyhound or Charger burger waiting for you. Dine in with us, grab a cold beverage, and enjoy the rest of the night with our full kitchen open until 11 p.m. Come on over, because we are ready for you.
Back to play in the fourth quarter with the champion Chargers leading this one 28-14. Loss of 1 on first down. 2nd and 11. Jordan Ballin, the sophomore, has gone all the way at quarterback for the Bernie champion Chargers. Looks to the near side. Incomplete. One of the rare times they've missed connections on that speed out. That was intended for Cannon Brooks.
Well, if the Chargers do hold on here as we go into the fourth, I know we don't give out game balls, but I think Ballin would get the game ball. Being first start as a sophomore, great performance tonight for him.
His teammates are going to love him. I mean, he has been nails tonight. Very composed. From the pistol. Here on third down. Deep ball over the middle on the post route, complete. Foot race to the end zone. He's going to be brought down inside the 10, down around the 5. But that was a strike by Jordan Ballin.
No, and that was Cole Reha. They've hit Reha several times tonight, and they've been for pretty good gainers. One time they had a wide open touchdown, not able to hit it, but that's effective pass for them with a back coming out of the backfield like that.
They found a real lane between the safeties all night long. Ballin coming to the near side. Throws it into the end zone and kind of one-hops it in there, incomplete.
And that was a 40-yard completion for the Chargers. Sets up first and goal here. Well, they score here. 3 touchdowns.
It would be very difficult for the Longhorns at that point.
It'd be very tough. But as we saw, the game can change with the receivers that they have and the big playability. The game can change quick.
Really need a stop here, though. Let's see what happens on second down. Ballin feels some pressure, comes to the near side, into the end zone. That's a touchdown. And that's a touchdown. And that one could be a nail. What a nice throw. And now the champion Chargers, who had trailed by 2 touchdowns, are going to lead by 3 TDs.
And that was Caleb Krause on that reception. Ballin rolling right, thinks about running. He sees Krause open, hits him, makes a nice throw, puts it in a spot where
Krause is a good-looking sophomore.
Yeah, I know. And now defenses have to worry about him along with Pike and Brandon.
Will Wallace, who is just about as automatic as they get on PATs, puts it through again. So with 10:57 remaining in the fourth, our score is now the Bernie champion Chargers 35, the Longhorns from Laredo United 14. Back with the final 11 minutes in just a moment right here on the Charger Sports Network.
Hi, I'm Gina Devane, the Bernie ISD Athletic Secretary, and you're watching the Charger Sports Network.
Hello, my name is Keith Kaiser. You may know me from the sidelines at Champion Charger football games. I'm here to talk to you about eliminating a real condition called hangry tummy. Symptoms include irritability, inability to concentrate, lack of energy, and the most common symptom. Thankfully, there's a cure, Smoky Mo's Barbecue.
Scoring drive information from my friend and partner, Kerry Barboza.
6 plays, 56 yards, took a minute 24, had a nice 40-yard completion that time to Reha that sets up the touchdown.
Here's the kickoff, and it's going to go out of bounds. So a couple of options available to the Longhorns here.
I think Laredo United, obviously they're going to play to the end, but they had 3 guys hurt on that last drive, and hopefully they're just all cramps, but they just want to get out of here without anybody else laying on the turf.
Well, I am happy to see this because that looks like it's Armani Size, their quarterback, back in the ball game, or that. Let me verify that.
He's turning, and we can't see his number right now.
He was replaced for a couple of series by Atzel Chavez Jr.
Yeah, that is science.
That's excellent because he really took a hit on a blitz in the third quarter, and it looked like he might be out for the rest of the game. Good to see that young man back on the field. Play fake on first down, bootleg, takes another huge hit. And he is down on the ground back at the 12-yard line, and he is clutching the same area he was clutching on the previous huge hit.
Well, now it's Cole Kennedy. Cole Kennedy that chases him, put the lick on him, and boy, first play back, it was down again, so his night might be done.
Everybody on a knee, appropriately so. That was a little bit frightening.
Yeah, when he got tackled, the weight of the defender just kind of fell on him.
Absolutely.
You see Terry Galt, champion trainer, assistant AD, walking out there to check on him as well.
Armani Signs, the injured quarterback for the Longhorns, and this place is very quiet right now as we're all hoping that young man is going to be okay.
Good deal.
He is back on his feet, gets a nice round of applause from the champion fans here on the near side.
I think his night might be done.
I, for one, would hope so.
Yeah. I mean, you got district next week, so he's been taken out twice. You don't need to risk it. You want him for district.
So Chavez is back in the ballgame at quarterback, and he's looking at 2nd and 4. Running play. The ball carrier is Frank Soto, and he gains only about a half a yard, so it'll be 3rd and 3.
Cole Kennedy helps the running back up. Good sportsmanship there. Helping Soto up. And they have a fishing team, and Cole Kennedy is on the fishing team. He's a fisherman.
Do they give you letter jackets for that?
I don't know.
Because I would like to be on the fishing team.
I don't know.
I'm okay with that.
I don't think that's a UIL sport.
Chavez stumbles. He's down. Ball comes loose, but he was already down.
Turf monster got him.
That's exactly what happened. And, boy, that's a big loss of yardage.
Yep, and it
all
brings
the way back to the 30-yard line, so it's going to be 4th and 11.
Yep, and you think, okay, do you punt here? But down 3 scores. Fourth and 12, I think you got to punt.
Well, that's not the formation they're lining up in, I can tell you that.
Chargers have a man back, so maybe they think it's going to be another quick kick. There goes a step back.
You could be right.
There's a step back.
Yep. There's the quick kick, and it's going to roll out of bounds. We'll see where they mark it, probably around the 35-yard line. And on the change of possession, the clock will stop with 8:46 remaining. And Bernie Champion now, at least for the moment, comfortably ahead at 35-14.
Yep, and I think at this point, both teams just want to last 8:46 to go pretty fast.
And nobody gets hurt.
Yep, just 3-touchdown lead. I think we're going to see a lot of run plays, and it looks like we got a new running back, Colin Ryan, in for the Chargers, number 32. So Cole Reha might be done for the night.
Running play on first down. Doesn't get much, but it does keep the clock moving with now 8:36 showing.
And that's going to be the focus of the Chargers, is keeping that clock moving.
Allen throws near side. That is complete to Caleb Krause. Here's the third down play.
Well, and that short pass, excuse me, Paul, that short pass is just like a run, basically.
They use it that way.
Yeah.
They use it very effectively.
Yep. And it keeps the clock moving.
3rd and a long 5. Ballin pulls it down, wants to keep it, is going to be hit and brought down. Well, he's still alive at this point. Now he throws it. Now he was outside the pocket and he was throwing toward an eligible receiver, but here's what you don't want to see. He took a huge hit in the back himself and he is down at the 28-yard line.
How did he get out of that tackle? His helmet came off on the play. Hope he's okay.
Well, let's keep in mind, as most of all, we're concerned for his health and well-being, but Ballin is the backup quarterback behind the returning all-district performer Carson Kaiser, who's been out a couple of weeks now with a shoulder injury. And the Chargers are hoping to get him back here pretty quickly, but you would end up with a really, really tough depth situation at quarterback if Jordan Ballin is not okay.
And his night might be done too.
Yeah.
But you're going to have your.
Well, as you can see, he took a brutal hit from behind. And obviously
slammed to the ground.
Chargers are going to punt the ball away.
Caleb Krause being punted away for the Chargers.
Sophomore Caleb Krause is the punter. He gets it away and kind of gets it underneath the outstretched arms of a rusher. Fair catch is made at the 22-yard line. So the Longhorns, trailing by 3 touchdowns, will get the ball with 7.5 minutes left. Delighted that you've been with us tonight. There's nothing like Texas high school football. Hard to believe that we're already at Friday night number 4 in the season.
Next week's halfway point of the regular season. Where did the time go?
I just can't get enough of this stuff. I just can't. Chavez, the quarterback for the Longhorns, from the pistol. Play fake, initially well protected. Now he moves to the far side, throws, incomplete, and that'll stop the clock with 7:23 left. It'll be 2nd and 10.
See quarterback just rolling out of the pocket, kind of throwing on the run. That's a tough throw on the run, and just not able to connect with him. And incomplete pass stops the clock.
Well.
Cage Goldberg in there.
3-man front, the Charger defense. Deep ball, near side. Going to be some hand fighting going on there. It was intended for Gage Lozano, and a flag is thrown at about the 42-yard line. Flag thrown by the field judge.
The Chargers letting some reserves get some playing time here.
There's the call by the referee, Gerald Green, and it is defensive pass interference. Of course, in high school and college football, that's not a spot foul. It's a 15-yard penalty.
Yeah,
but it will be a first down.
Yeah, and sometimes that's the right play to make. If you're a defender, why not interfere and give up a 40-yard play when you just can give up 15?
Absolutely.
Kind of lesser of two evils there.
Absolutely. Chavez, the quarterback. Loring is the running back. Not much going on there, as the Charger defense pretty much in complete control right now.
That was Goldberg, as we know.
Oh, that's what that cheer was about.
Yeah.
Right? Okay.
We know who his dad is, the wrestler. Nice stop by Cage Goldberg.
Who is only a sophomore.
Yeah, they got some sophomores playing big minutes, producing big for them.
4-man rush this time. Chavez hangs in Now he pulls it down, looking far side. The ball's going to be picked. That was beautifully undercut and intercepted, and we've got a major return going on now. Tackle made from behind, but that was beautiful zone defense. Watch him take this deep drop here, and let's take another look.
Wingo with the bingo. Gets it going the other way. And we'll see, interesting to see if Ballin goes back out or how they play this going forward. But right now it's just about running the ball and killing this clock and getting out of here.
Jared Wingo with that wonderful interception. I mean, he had that one read from cover to cover.
Yep, jumps the route, gets in front of the receiver. So we're going to see a lot of run. Or the really short 2-3 yard pass, which keeps the clock going as Chargers call a timeout here.
And they do, and we'll keep it right here. So the Chargers with 35 unanswered points.
Yep, and I see Jordan on the sideline there, so his night might be done. So the third,
I would hope so.
The third team quarterback, who's the backup tonight, is going to get some snaps now. And that's really the best thing about an injury. You hate to see any kind of injuries, but it allows guys to get experience, get playing time, and so it kind of prepares you for down the road maybe.
Well, this is a champion Charger team who rightly has great aspirations and not only hopes but plans to make a deep run in the playoffs. But, Kerry, as you indicated, part of that is staying healthy.
Yep. Big part of that. It looks like Evan Bates. Looks like number 6. Yep, I believe that's Evan Bates in at quarterback.
Who is listed as a tight end, by the way.
Yeah.
On the carry.
And that's 32.
Well, I think that both teams now, for different reasons, can't get off this field soon enough.
Yeah, it's just about killing clock right now. 3-possession game. Clock quarter's about halfway done. Taking their sweet time.
We'll let him throw it. It's incomplete. And that stops the clock with 5:49 left.
Yeah, and that's that short pass that, you know, if it's complete, it keeps the clock moving. Just not able to connect on it. Quarterback's going in cold, basically, on that throw.
So the Longhorns, barring a real miracle, are going to fall to 0-4. And they're actually a pretty good football team.
They are.
Hey, I know I'm a young man. I know I'm just a tight end. I know I'm playing reserve quarterback, but I just threw a strike. Yeah. How about that, man? I could do that again if I need to.
Yeah, that went to Griffin Jones, who called his name earlier, and makes a nice catch, keeps the chains going. Yeah. And the clock running. Nice catch by Jones. Chargers just taking their time, letting that play clock go down.
Currently at 7. Quarterback draw all the way and some authoritative running. He got some room. Inside the 15, inside the 10, inside the 5, finally dragged down at the 1.5 yard line.
Flag comes out, though.
Kid wants to make his mark.
Yeah, and I like how he didn't avoid the contact. He lowered that shoulder trying to score, but flag comes out at about the 11-yard line.
Looks like it's going to be a hold.
Yep, that's generally. But it's a spot foul, so it's where the infraction occurred. That's
right.
Where they mark it from. So let's see where that puts them.
Where they're going to move the ball back to. Well, let's see where they spot it.
22.
After all. Yeah, about the 22-yard line.
So it's 1st and 4 now. You don't hear that much, 1st and 4. You don't hear that called out a lot.
On 1st and 4, the Chargers get 4 and more. Gain of about 6, it'll move the chains.
Colin Ryan on the carry.
Yep, and Chargers don't need to score. I'm sure these guys want to score, but that's not important at this point. Just trying to keep that clock running. 5 minutes away from being 4-0.
And we've seen this Charger team progress in a variety of areas over the last 4 weeks. Once again, quarterback draw all the way,
Evan Bates on the
which is
carry.
not a bad call because it's a very safe call.
Yeah.
Tito Margot on the stop.
Very safe and effective because keeps the clock rolling.
Now with 4:18 remaining. On 2nd down, Reha, running play, slashes back off left tackle as he comes across the formation. And we roll under 4 minutes remaining in this game.
Let's give that to Colin Ryan, who, those guys want to score. They want to get in there.
Oh, the kids do, absolutely.
And you can't tell backups, you can't say, hey, just go out there and fall on the ground. Laredo United's got to make some stops here.
High snap, reeled in. Another quarterback keeper, this time down by the goal line, showing impressive lower body strength, and he takes that one all the way into the house.
He did that earlier where he just kind of lowered the shoulder and moved the defender.
Kind of ran like a tight end, didn't he?
Yeah.
Wow, impressive.
Maybe Evan Bates is a tight end at heart. But that time as a quarterback, he scores for the Chargers.
A happy night here on senior night at Bernie Champion High School.
And that would definitely be the nail in the coffin there. This touchdown set up by that Wingo interception.
Oh, and that was so beautifully done. It's tough for football players at any level, any age, but, you got 15, 16, 17-year-old kids, and I'm talking about the Longhorns right now. They're going to be 0-4 here in 3 minutes and 21 seconds, and they got a long ride home, and this is tough, and they've got some beat-up players. But they're not a bad football team.
No, they're a very good team. And they got weapons. They got 3 different receivers that are outstanding, and they've got good running game and 2 good quarterbacks that we saw tonight. And so that's why they're favored to win that district. And they're going to be in the mix and be a playoff team probably.
Here comes Will Wallace doing what Will Wallace does.
Oh, got a man coming in late.
Book it, it's good. 42 unanswered points by the champion Chargers. They now lead it 42-14. Back with the final 3:21 in just a moment, right here on the Chargers Sports Network.
I'm Goldberg, and you're watching the Chargers Sports Network. Who's next?
Tonight's broadcast on the Charger Sports Network is brought to you by H-E-B, Smoky Moe's Barbecue, Chick-fil-A, Frost Bank, Jet Specialty, Ferris Orthodontics, 1910 Church, Wick Productions, and Dog and Pony Grill.
Will Wallace set to kick it off for the Chargers. It has been all Bernie champions since the initial stages of the ballgame, where the Laredo United Longhorns jumped off to a really surprising 14-0 lead, but it has been all champion ever since then. Wallace puts the left foot into it, pretty good kickoff, and it's fair caught inside the 15-yard line, which by rule will move it out to the 45.
Yeah, and Champion has scored in every quarter. They got that one touchdown in the first, got two in the second, one in the third, and two so far in this fourth quarter. So they've been very consistent. They've done it with two different quarterbacks, different running backs, different receivers. You see guys stepping up, making big plays.
What do you think the approach is going to be next week against El Campo?
Try to get a homecoming win. But at this point, yeah, you want to go 5-0, but you know that game, win or lose, isn't going to cost you anything. So you want to keep guys safe, obviously. And
yeah, I was really kind of thinking about the injury situation.
Yeah.
More than anything else.
Maybe if you get a lead, you let guys play, but you just want to get ready for district. You're going to have 2 weeks to get ready for your district opener down at Medina Valley, Castroville. So I think you want to cap off a nice non-district at 5-0, but I think that'd be good. But I don't think it's the most important thing. I don't think that's a priority right now.
That's Signs back in the ball game. That young man has taken an absolute beating tonight, and that is Armani Signs back in the ball game.
You gotta love his grit, man.
You can tell that his teammates love that guy.
Yeah, he's a one tough dude. He's saying, I'm not going to go out. My last play in this game is not going to be with an injury. I'm going to go out there.
Monstrous hits. Monstrous.
Yeah, I'm going to go out there and play. Not all that big, you know. He's not all that big physically.
Blitz coming. Swing pass near side incomplete. That'll stop the clock with 2:28 showing.
Pass intended for Steve Moore, incomplete. It's a fourth down for the Longhorns.
As I said, next week is homecoming for the Chargers, so be a few alumni back, I'm sure. This is from a team 2 years ago, went to the state semifinals. Played at Kyle Field, College Station.
Quite a good team. Here's the quick kick. And it'll roll dead at about the 44.
And they played Fort Bend Marshall in that game, and who had A-Chain, who's now with A&M, who was the MVP of the Orange Bowl last year. So they saw him in that game 2 years ago. And, boy, he ran, had a great game, but as you can see, he did that at the next level as well and was the MVP of the Orange Bowl. So what a great player he was, and a great team that they had. They made it to the finals and I believe lost. But that was the best year as far as wins, that was the best year any Bernie ISD's ever had, 13 wins.
Here's the final 2:19 on a muggy September night in Bernie. Run and play right up the middle. Gain of about 9. More importantly, the clock keeps moving now with 2:09 showing.
Colin Ryan with the run. Greyhounds won tonight.
Good.
At Sweetwater, long drive.
You got a final on that?
56-16 Greyhounds.
I guess they won, yeah.
Evan Bates on the carry. Hit hard by number 60, Ruben Gutierrez.
Been a good night for Charger fans. I think they like what they see. And they can't wait for the rest of the season, which they hope extends well into December.
Well, you know, they didn't panic. They stuck to the game plan. They just threw the short passes, very effective for them. In the second half, I think they just kind of willed their way into that win.
Can't say enough nice things about the sophomore quarterback, Jordan Ballin.
Colin Ryan on the carry.
That'll move the chains and keep the clock running. And I thought, as a Charger player, slow and getting up.
You always hate to see anybody get hurt, but now with 1:04 left in the game, it's just.
Coach Kaiser always, when it's one of his guys, he always walks out there to check on him.
Ryan Lira appears to be the injured player. We'll confirm that for you.
But the Chargers, they didn't panic. They stuck to the game plan, as we said, and just started hitting those short passes. Didn't try the long bombs to try to get back. Just stuck with who they are and stuck with the game plan, which, talking to Coach Kaiser before the game plan kind of changed because of Ballin and what he does is a little different than what Carson does. They have different strengths, obviously. And so they kind of tailor-made the play calls to fit his style, and it worked.
That is Lira, and he's having a little trouble putting weight. Although with each stride, he's starting to look a little better. Starting to look a little better. That's good.
He's shaking
Nothing
it
but
off.
best wishes there for sure. All right, Kerry, what do you think is the current state of the Charger running game?
I think it's really good. I think with Cole Reha, had 180 yards last week. Had a good game tonight. Had some nice catches. And Chargers in victory formation, basically. And you just think you're going to get Rodriguez back pretty soon. So you could have a pretty good 1-2 punch at running back there with those two guys. You could tune them in, keep them fresh. Fourth quarter, both are ready to go. And so you got two really good running backs.
It would seem that a lot of good things lie ahead for the champion Chargers. 30 seconds and rolling.
Yep, and it's going to be a fun district with Kerrville-Tivy, Alamo Heights, big rivalry games, so those are going to be a lot of fun.
I noticed you didn't mention my Lockhart Lions.
They got Lockhart too. They're not the big rival, but they've played them a lot in the past.
True.
They've been in the district with them over the years, and that's always a real competitive game.
That's going to do it for this one.
Yep.
As the clock hits 0 on a 42-14 champion Charger victory. So when I look back on this game, I'm going to think about Ryan Brandon because, Kerry, I've just about decided that Ryan Brandon is pretty good.
Yeah. And you know, we're talking about Ballin and the receivers. Let's talk about the defense. They give up 14 in the first quarter and then nothing in the last 3 quarters. So how about that for the defense kind of stepping up and shutting down the Longhorns over the last 3 quarters.
So Brandon has the 95-yard reception, and then he had that one-hand glue
touchdown
flypaper thing. It was one of the darndest things I've seen this season.
Yep.
Let's take a look.
That's the touchdown. That's the last touchdown of the game there. That basically iced it from Bates.
Absolutely. And again, many times you have referenced how effective the short passing game was for the Chargers tonight. It's been an interesting night. We're glad we were here. We thank you for being here as the champion Chargers run their record on the season to 4-0. They'll play El Campo next week in their homecoming game and the final non-district game of the season. So for my friend and partner, Kerry Barbosa, and everybody here at WIC Productions, we love doing this. Have a great evening and good night from Bernie.